the beat.
Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to a bonus Tuesday live stream where we are going to be playing some RuneQuest Warlords and taking a look at the new game announcement from Slytherin that is happening in a little bit. So this is a sponsor stream. Thank you very much to Slytherin for sponsoring this. Now, this is, I feel like this is a publisher that goes like often under the radar because what they do is they cover nice and crunchy indie strategy games is kind of how I feel like we should be describing these things, right? One of the ones that like I often like to talk about is Distant World 2, but they have a huge library, lots of military strategy games, lots of good crunchy stuff tends to be what they cover. And we've done a few of their games on the channel. So when they reached out to me, I was like, yeah, I like your stuff. Let's see what we can do with this. So RuneQuest Warlords. So first of all, I've never played RuneQuest. So RuneQuest is like originally like a tabletop board gaming system. And it's nice to see other franchises that are less well-known get picked up and expanded on in the video game sphere, which is cool. This is a turn-based combat strategy game. So we're looking at, lots of looking to our position, which I'm probably going to screw up a lot and get a bunch of units killed. Apparently we have a flying cow. A Pega cow? Is that from any kind of lore that I should know about? Or is this something specific to RuneQuest? I don't think I've ever seen like a winged cow before, but I kind of dig it. So I don't know. I think crunchy is Quill's new favorite word. Games with lots of crunch are very appealing. Whether we're talking about a tabletop game or whether we're talking about a computer game. I think I got some schmutz in my glasses just now. Whether we're talking about a computer game, we like games with crunch, with math behind it, something that feels like very meaningful. So, just make the sound is there. The sound is there. We're going to kick in here. So the plan right now is to play RuneQuest, Warlords, for a couple of hours. There is a link in the doobly-doo on YouTube down in the description or in the What Game on Twitch with a link for where you can pick up RuneQuest Warlords. It just came out today. 1.0 just dropped. I've been playing on a press preview build, so I'm going to be starting fresh here on the 1.0 patch. Because yeah, I think it went live about an hour ago. So this is fresh off the presses. And yeah, there's going to be... Is that a Lamassu? I don't know. Lamassu, I thought was something else. Lamassu. We're still talking about the flying cow, right? Maybe? I'm just gonna call it a pegacow? A cowasis? I don't know, like a Pegasus, but cow. Now I want to make a potato chip based auto battler just for Quill. Oh, because I like crunchy things. You like potato chips a lot. Yeah, so we're gonna play this for a couple hours, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch Slytherin's announcement stream that they're doing. They're over... Actually, I don't know where they're based. They operate in Central European time. I think Slytherin is a UK company, although the person I've been communicating with is in Italy. You don't like the word pegacow? Cowasis is better? All right, a cowasis. Now, I have not gotten to the point where I encounter the cowasis yet. And so we may or may not see it on this particular stream. We will see. Fetchy that vash, exactly. Bovasis? I don't know. Cowasis, I guess we'll go with. But let's go and start a new campaign. Now, there is going to be a cutscene here, which I will do my best to shut up over. Oh, wait, first is a setup. I forgot about that. So we get campaign stuff. I'm just going to be playing on normal because I'm still learning. The last thing we want to do is have a bunch of, well, I don't know, maybe people would like to see me fail over and over. That is why you tend to be here. But we'll just play on normal for this one. I like that there's a lot of customization for the campaign options. Storm of Povine? Oh, that is good. That is really good. Storm of Vengeance. In the sun-drenched lands of Talistar, the Bellini tribe, ooh, I like a good Bellini, descendants of Orlanth, have long defended their homeland from the encroaching lunar empire and the ever-present threat of chaos that spills from the cursed realm of Darastor. When their king falls in battle, leaving the tribe leaderless, the vile chaos raider Wuandor, the stag rider, seizes the opportunity to strike. He attacks the hold, the sacred stronghold of the Bellini, and steals a precious heirloom that ties Halgrim Ironsword to his ancestors. We're going to be playing as Halgrim here. Driven by a burning desire for vengeance and the need to reclaim the relic that embodies his family's honor, Halgrim rallies the remnants of his people. He embarks on a perilous journey through treacherous swamps and dense forests, determined to track down Wuandor. The path leads him ever closer to Darastar, a land where chaos reigns, and the horrors of twisted creatures threaten to engulf everything in darkness. So I think we're going to be starting the story, I think, right before this happens. It's also worth noting that in addition to this campaign mode that we're going to be playing, there's a skirmish mode and the ability to do multiplayer skirmishes, the ability to pre-plan your army, almost like we're playing like, like a tabletop miniatures game or something like that, right? Pre-planning your armies for those skirmishes. But I think that's separate from the campaign. It is entirely possible at some point. I will tell you a lie, but I'm pretty sure that that is correct. So, let's go ahead and launch, and now I think we get the cutscene. No, I don't need the walkthrough tutorial.
Talistar, a realm of deep forests and rocky highlands. This land is home to the Orlanthi, a bronze-forged people rooted in the Hold. A time-worn fortress of legend. Fierce in battle, they revere Orlanth, master of storm and thunder.
That guy's got some real forearms.
The Billing's story is one of blood and battle. From the wilds, the brew come to slaughter and defile. From the south, the Lunars march hungry for conquest. And there, between the clans themselves, there is no unity. The old king of the Billings, Eric Norlson, was a weak ruler. His mind was ensnared by the rich gifts and honeyed words of the lunar diplomats. Eric Norlson's dealings with the Lunars led him to his death. The mighty priestess of Orlanth accused him of weakness and killed him in an honored duel. With the king's fall, the throne of the Billings was left abandoned. But the crown could not remain without an owner for long. The two prominent contenders stepped forward. The first, Hakon the Swimmer, is a leader woven into the highest circles of society. The other, Halgrim Ironsword, a hardened warrior and staunch adversary of both Empire and Chaos. So, the story of Halgrim Ironsword shall begin.
No Orlanthi hunter would leave their quarry like this. There is something else in these woods. Something more sinister.
I'll try to adjust the sound so that the voice is a little louder than the other
Lift
stuff.
your spirits, warriors. Our journey home will end soon.
All right, sound. So let me just crank the voices up, and then you'll let me know if it's no good at that point. All right.
Godstain, that deer, it's mangled. What beast could do this?
For subtitles for bark, I gotta put that on. I'm assuming the barks are probably the random sounds you get when you like select a unit. Oh hey, Akuthia, thank you very much for the super thanks over on the YubTubs. Be careful shaving the Bellini line. I did think about making jokes like that. Yeah. Any excitement for the new here's a Master of Magic game coming? Ooh, I had not actually followed the news on that, but we'll have to check that out for sure. Hey, Helco. I really hope they're subtitled for dog barks now. Yeah. We do have some wolves over here. Or sorry, not wolf, shadow cats. And I mean, I love dogs, but cats are better, right? So, turn-based strategy game. This is the prologue mission. This is where the tutorial would take place. So this very first mission is going to be very basic and very direct, right? This is us. This is our hero character, Halgrim. And we've got a retinue. We've got these households over here, which are sort of strong infantry.
We are ready.
And the militia. Are the voices too loud now in the combat? Like maybe I should go and dial it down for this screen. You guys let me know. And then we've got this militia over here. So we can see there's a bit of stat difference. The militia have 0 evasion, 2 armor, no magic defense, no magic resistance. The households here have 6 armor and 3 magic resistance. I don't know. Oh, if we've got, I guess to mouse over, like the damage is just over here. That's not sort of a base damage stat. You'll see that there are a number of different figures in here. So that's always interesting in games that do this. Like my experience with this is something like the Master of Magic series, which Slytherin did go and publish the remaster for that. The idea that this single little clump, like we're moving this as a group, does incorporate multiple units. So you get multiple attacks, multiple little hit point things. Things can die and like dwindle from there rather than it just being a visual. This is not just a visual representation of one unit with 1 health bar and like, oh, then the units go away as the health bar shrinks. That's not represented that way. But then you got Halgrim here, our leader, who's going to be very chunky, very tanky, lots of hit points. 540 hit points that we can see over there, and then just some fantastic stats overall. So he's obviously going to be smashing. We've got various buffs we got here. Halgrim is one of our warlords, for example, and then he's got some other buffs going on. One of the values that we can keep an eye on is the battle rush trait over here as we go. If I recall correctly from the tutorial, as we inflict damage, as we kill units, as we do various things, our battle rush will go up. And then as our battle rush goes up, you can see we get a bunch of just stat bonuses that build up over time. But also once you hit max battle rush, other actions and things like that will become unlocked in there. We've got some basic things: move, change facing. Facing is important. You can stab people in the back. There's also the zone of control mechanic where the tiles in front and to the side of a unit are part of the zone of control. If a unit walks through there, you get attacks of opportunity, that sort of thing, but the back doesn't have that. So facing is going to be very important. The basic attack, and then Halgrim here has a special ability, Leap and Tear, which allows him to jump forward and do an AoE damage, which is really nice for positioning. So I like that a lot. The militia here does have the ability to throw javelins, which is nice. And the Shadowcats have a really interesting passive that's easy to miss unless you double check. Hunter's Assistant makes a free attack against an enemy in zone of control that is damaged in melee by a non-Shadowcat ally once per turn. So what we want to do is we really want to position the Shadowcats to be ready to get a free attack when something else doesn't attack. But for now, we've got a little glowing circle here, which is our quest. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scooch forward with Halgrim, walk into this,
feeling about this.
and then it'll cost us 1 action point to investigate. So units have movement points and action points. Our Warlord units start with 2 action points, so they can attack twice per combat or do, a couple of different things for combat. Here we're going to use 1 of our action points to investigate this deer carcass. Oh, I thought there was going to be flavor text on that, but I guess not. But we did go and see things over here. Even vision is actually dependent on facing. I think by default, I can't remember what it said in the tutorial. I want to say something like the units can see like 3 tiles sort of on their flanks and behind, and like 5 tiles forward or something. If you do this mission as the tutorial, I don't think these enemies sort of appear until the tutorial tells you to go and like take and turn the character to face over there. It's weird. Doing this prologue mission is a little different with the tutorial enabled versus not. For example, I think with the tutorial mode, the abilities aren't there as a by. Now, can we actually use this leap? We can't go quite far enough, but I could leap here and do splash damage on both of these guys, which would be kind of nice. What I'm a little bit concerned about, because I'm real bad about this, is I tend to block my units in. So I might want to move something else first. For example, I might want to get the wolf here. Because the interesting thing about this leap is it doesn't take an action point. So Halgrim will be able to leap here and then still do a melee attack. So if I get the Shadowcats, which I'm going to call the wolves a lot, if I get the Shadowcats positioned here, I think they will be able to get a free attack on these Brood Marauders when Halgrim takes an attack on them. So I think I'll do that. The downside is I don't know if the households will be able to get in an attack here. Because I don't want to run here because you can see we'll take attacks of opportunity, which I don't want. The militia will be able to fire from behind, but it's possible the household won't be able to get in on this. But we're going to see. I'm going to move the cats over here, and we'll see what it is. In this game, left click is select, right click is do the thing.
With thunder.
Boom.
Death
So
from
this
above.
should hit both. Whee.
We shall feast
Oh!
on your flesh.
I didn't realize that had friendly fire. I guess I should have done things in the opposite order. Ooh, okay. Okay, when you are engaged in melee, you can do this fallback action, which this fallback attack. So you will attack first, but then you will pull back as part of it. But, well, mistakes were made. Anyway, let's complete the rest of the plan, which is to attack this Marauder here. And there you go, free attack from the Shadowcats. Very lovely. And sometimes there is a number, we can't see it now. So our cats, the cats still have an action here because they could have attacked to finish, but they don't have any more movement. Although I can move. If you are out of movement, you can use your action point to do a move, which is generally not going to be desirable, but in this case might be okay. Because again, the households, I guess maybe I do go and just eat. I eat an attack for opportunity? By moving here. Oh, that won't be able to do an attack. You can see it'll use all my movement points and an action point to move here while taking an attack of opportunity, which is not very useful. I could move the cats and then at least move these guys a little closer. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll move the cats here. It'll use their action points, so they won't be able to attack again. And then I'm going to go and move this unit to here. I could move up even further, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Shield Mastery. Oh, I can't because it eats 2 movement points. So then I may as well just come here. It does open up our rear a little bit, but I think that's probably okay. And then this unit here, this militia, I'm going to move up to here. And then I'm still going to be able to throw a spear, which has a range of up to 3. Like these guys are already damaged, so it sort of feels like it's the thing to do. Focus firing is rarely bad. There you are. The cat's attacks pushing things off shells. Recently got a little board game that's about all the players play cats that are trying to annoy their owners. I haven't played it yet. I'm very excited to. Once I do, I'll talk about it.
Heavy blow.
All right, so we did take a ton of damage there. These guys focused all their attacks on our leader, but our leader does have a ton of hit points. Oh, this guy's probably charging the militia. So he took an attack from our guardsmen here, our households. That's really good for us because it also stalled their movement out. Okay, this actually worked out brilliantly, beautifully. We could do another jump here, although we may have learned that it's a little bit dangerous. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to start the attack with Halgrim here, which will get the Shadow Cat attack. And then hopefully that'll finish off these Brood Marauders one way or another, and then we can focus the rest on this last guy. There we go. And Halgrim does still have movement. What I'm going to do...
I am the protector of the
I'm going to have Halgrim... Oh, it's on cooldown. Can't leap again. But I will be able to go there. Okay, I'm going to move the cats here to be ready to get a freebie. I'm going to get Halgrim to move here. Oh, we've got more dudes. Does that change my plan? No, I don't think so.
Pain will only make me angrier.
Oh, you finished them in one go. Okay. Well, let's get the cats to run up here. You can do a charge attack, right? You can move, or you could, if you do this and then attack as part of a charge, I think it gets you +1 movement when you do it. It might affect the damage output. I can't remember everything from the tutorial, but there's something like that. Is damage accumulated showing how much health is? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to one-shot things, if that's what you mean. Sorry, maybe I'm not getting the question, but I mean, we can see the bars here. One thing to note is I often see this number here, which is our Battle Fury or Battle Rush, and sometimes I interpret this as hit points incorrectly. So sometimes I'll be looking at the wrong thing. So don't be like me. The households, yeah, we'll take this attack here, which should also trigger the Shadow Cat's free attack because we haven't actually used it yet. Oh, crit! That's very nice. And then I'm going to move up the militia as much as I can. Maybe here we'll form a little bit of defensive wall. Yeah, you're looking at portrait number. Yep, there you go. Exactly what I kept doing. Because I think in a lot of games we'd be used to seeing the hit points here, but it wouldn't work here because of the multi-model hit points. Like each one of the units in this model has its own hit point bar. Which again, very obvious maybe if we're looking at Shadow Cats because they've been damaged. Some of the Shadow Cats have different hit points than some of the others. I'm going to throw a javelin at that guy.
Guide our spears.
Although I guess there was only one target, but there you go. Good. Excellent. You can see like the little Battle Fury or Battle Rush. Even these guys are gaining some Battle Rush just from having an ally hurt. Halgrim, I'll just scooch up here. You don't have any more action points. That's the last of your movement.
People.
We got 1 tick of movement left for the household. Probably have to move my leader into here. I'm wondering if I should move this unit here. Because what this will do is will protect this militia. Because right now, these guys could move here and attack the militia, who are a little bit squishier. So I think I'd rather move the household here. Hopefully it doesn't... 1, 2, 3... Oh, this guy's going to be able to reach us regardless. So I'm not opening us up to an extra attack by doing this. I'm protecting our squishier units. So I'm going to do that. And now I think that's done. I think everything's got no movement. You can use tab to cycle between anything that's still got an action point left. You'll notice we also have our units grouped by category over here. And then, yeah, there, it's a tab for next usable unit, for example. Overhead map, very handy. But we'll just end turn now. Is this game set in Glorantha, and have we seen ducks yet? So it is set in Glorantha, which from we saw from the campaign setup, which I don't know much about. I don't know anything about ducks. This is some RuneQuest lore I'm not familiar with. I feel like I think I got to rebalance the audio here because we're not really hearing the combat sounds because of the voices.
Sword and shield of Orlanth.
Although I think the voice acting's pretty good. Let me do this. We'll bring the sound effects up a little bit more. There we go. We'll try that. Okay, so our leap is still on cooldown, which is too bad because a leap back here would be fantastic. I would like to get the free attack from the cats again. Here's what I'm thinking. I move the cats to here, then I use the households, and then get the free cat attack. Assuming it's even required, but then we can move the cat up and then deal with these. And then I think Halgrim maybe goes and stands here and attacks these guys. I think I like that. So you'll move here, you'll do that. Oh, and again, they just finish everyone off. So we still actually haven't used this. Okay, then the cats are going to get moved here instead. And we'll attack this way. And these guys are full, so I don't think they're going to get one shot by Halgrim, no matter how big and beefy he is. Oh! It's just me. Oh, why did the cats not attack? Is it a facing thing? I think it's in the zone of control. Maybe I should have rotated you first. That is entirely possible.
Hey, hey.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some javelins at this group to weaken it a little bit more.
We shall feast on
There you go. And then we'll do the melee attack.
pain will only make me angry.
It's only once per turn, right? Yeah, not combat. And I don't think we'd used it, but I don't know. All right. Right. Halgrim still has another attack because he does get to attack twice per turn. Overwhelm. So there's a chance. I kept meaning to show it when I was mousing over. There's a percentage chance of this overwhelm that causes someone to fall back. When that happens, your character does follow, which can be good or bad. Sometimes you want him to follow and sometimes you don't. But I think this adds an interesting chaotic element to the combat that you don't necessarily know if an overwhelm is going to happen. Although you can make guesses based on the percentages, and we'll try to highlight that a little bit more. Halgrim still has some movement left, but I think you're okay where you are. And the household here still has movement, but I'm not sure there's any reason to move. Although I think I'll move the militia up, just so that, you know, we're just a little closer forward for whatever might come next. All right, end turn. Because they're cats and thus can't be bothered. Oh, there, Rictus over on YouTube says, amazing to finally see a Glorantha game in 3D. And again, so I think the RuneQuest like tabletop system was invented like the mid 70s. That was the era for that sort of thing. And but I've never played any of the things in it.
I am the protector.
Just one of those things that didn't work out. Okay, so we're blocked in over here, although we do have our leap back. I think that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to go and leap behind this time. Not friendly fire my units. Oh!
I'm not that easy to knock down.
Oh! That was moving out of a zone of control. I hadn't expected that to generate a retaliation attack like that. Okay. We're learning a lot of things from Leap. There we go. There's the cat attack, and it's a stab from the back, which is nice. And then we'll get Halgrim to use his second action point. Oh, we have our power as well. So, cult rune points over here can be used. So they're earned by the army's cult chosen unit, which is us, whenever friendly units gain battle rush, killed, or completes an objective. If I trigger this, well, I can't now because I've used all my action points. But we now have the ability to cast Blessed Wind. And what it's going to do, I think it lasts for 2 turns? I don't know, it doesn't say it here. Call upon the Orlast Divine Winds, granting all friendly units within range enhanced agility and fervor, ignores enemy zone of control attacks. This is amazingly good, and if I'd used this before my leap, I wouldn't have gotten hit. We get more movement points, we get more battle rush gain, and yeah, while this is active, we also ignore the zone of control for those attacks, which is lovely. This unit doesn't have enough movement points to get there. You can see we can get adjacent, but it's going to take all our movement points and our action point to do it. Still, I think it's probably fine to go and get that in place. And then the militia, at least, if I move here, the little places with the red dots, those are the ones that would use an action point, so we can see that very clearly. But I'm in range for the shot.
We shall feast on your
Could have been better, could have been worse, I suppose. The kitty cats... Oh, okay. Well, I may as well move Halgrim over here. We won't be able to attack, but we'll pin it in. And then that opens up better movement for the kitty cats, although we still don't really have the reach. So we'll go here, and we're not going to be using your action point. But you're also fairly hurt, so you know what? Maybe that's fine. Saying you should have looked before you leaped. Listen. Listen, you. RuneQuest with the rule system. Glorantha was the world user system. Yes, yes, yes. I do realize that. Like, Glorantha is the setting. Okay, we'll probably just attack. I think I'll start with the spear attack here. I don't think the range here, like blinded sight blocking is definitely a thing. I don't think this javelin attack is affected by range specifically, but I might be wrong about that. Anyway, let's lose our leader because we're really not as concerned about the counterattack. Boom, boom, boom. The RP will probably be able to finish things. Oh, right, the overwhelm. Jeez. So you can see here, there we go. To overwhelm, you can see in the tooltip, 100%. So in this case, assuming this Marauder didn't die, which he's totally going to die, he would do the thing where he falls back again and we would follow. And it has to do, I think, with the amount of damage they're predicted to take versus the amount of hit points they have remaining. I think as they get weaker, they're more likely to fall back.
Brothers, there will be no rest. Our home is in danger.
There we go. First weapons, Iron Sword. Favorite abilities, Leap and Tear. That makes sense. Obviously, there's not much to this little prologue mission. So the next one will be slightly more complicated, although we're still in the early phases. Now here's our campaign management screen, where we do get to manage our army as well and fill it up with points. And right now I just have 2 units that I can go and add in. I've got our household and I've got our militia. We've got an army max of 550 points here. Now there might be some sort of math. I think this timer, the requisition here is there's a cooldown on these, whereas I can always fill in with more of these militia. But you can see I'm over my point limit over here. So what I'm going to do is just toss that one into my reserves, keep us there. But we also get hero upgrades. Now, I only have 1 hero currently, although after this next mission, I'm going to have 2 heroes in my party. We've got these fame tokens that we can spend. So, for example, and I think I like this, I can spend 2 fame tokens right now to do an upgrade for my entire army to get 5 extra hit point per model, which I think is going to go a long way towards helping keep our militia alive. I could also just give this unit, Halgrim himself, an extra 50 HP, but he's pretty sturdy. We could unlock this this ability, Bringer's Fleetfoot, for 2 points, which I target it and I get 2 extra movement points this round, but I lose accuracy and armor. We've got the Blessed Wind ability that we can go and leap as well. I think these start to upgrade some of those abilities, and then of course we chain down. But I think I'm just gonna go for this passive army upgrade of 5 extra HP per model. I think that's really gonna help with their survivability. So we'll do that. Cats have low HP, they need it. Yeah, it would also help if I didn't accidentally like jump on my own cats.
The hold is under attack by Brew forces. The town is in flames.
What else have you seen?
I know it's quiet again, sorry.
1 gate is destroyed, and the second is barred by the Brew themselves. What are your orders?
We'll strike while they're busy looting. There may still be defenders within the walls, waiting for aid.
Hey, DevT, thanks for the resub. All right, this was an ambush, no doubt about it. What is the Council of Elders doing? Goat-faced roam our lands like they own them. And I haven't even been gone that long. We need to rally the folk and drive this filth off our soil. I just hope the smoke over the hold is a signal fire. But either way, we must be ready. We'd best hurry and strike down every horned beast we come across. Halgrim Ironside. So yeah, army size cap, 8 units, 550 points. So I've got rewardably 3 more fame tokens. Groovy. Let's proceed. So now if we check, oh yes, there's the army deployment phase. Right. I wonder if there's anything I would want to do. Actually, what I probably want to do is move my militia a little further back. Make sure the Shadow Cats are up and forward so that they can go and rush up and set up for our little tricks over here. All right, I think I'm going to do that. Cutscene.
Forces of Brew are retreating through the far gate. Their leaders with them.
Leave them. Saving our people comes first. Prepare for battle, sons of Orlanth. We're heading for the city.
Now, there's multiple ways we can approach this. Oh yeah, there's a little stealthy guy here.
Want in? I could lend a hand if I clear out these brutes at the gate. You just have to make sure the rest of the freaks don't skewer me. Deal?
Open the gates and try not
I think I will try to, I will put the voice sound up again. I recognize it sort of drowns out the battle sounds, but I think the voices are kind of important. Maybe I won't 100% it. I'll just go here.
Was that a Lunar? Are we really leaving him alive?
Right now, he's fighting the Brew for our city. That alone earns him his life. For now. Deal with the Brew, and make sure the Lunar survives. He may know what happened here.
Yeah, so our faction, I don't think are particularly friendly with the Lunar, but in this particular situation, it looks like we're going to be on the same side for whatever that means. Now, objective. Halgrim Ironsword, save allied households inside the hold. We have to get our faction leader right over here. And then bonus objective, get the Lunar officer on the wall to open the western gate. So there's a gate over here that we can't open up. There's a back door this way that we can also do. And what I did when I was playing it before is I did split my troops, which is never a good idea, but it kind of did work. I sent one group over here. I sent one group forward. Separating is bad. On the other hand, with so many units, I was a little concerned about getting caught on one another. So I might still do a bit of a split up. We will see. But
Intelligence officer ready.
I do have Halcyon over here. We do need to get him to this tile. Which I suppose I could just move. He'll take an attack of opportunity, but I don't need to open the door immediately, so I can probably just have him start to do some attacks. It is worth noting he does have a ranged attack, poison darts, over here that he can fling, but I think in this case we're just going to go ahead and melee.
You won't feel a thing.
There you go. It's pretty devastating. So I could still move, and actually, since there are fewer figures here, maybe it's worth doing it, because we're not going to get hit that hard. On the other hand, I can just kill him next turn and then probably move over here. So I think that's probably going to be it for him.
Protector of the tribe.
Meanwhile, well, I think we're definitely going to want to leap in. We'll leap in behind here, because why not? Whoa! There we go. No friendly damage this time around. And then... oh, I can't get there without drawing an attack for opportunity, but that's fine. I can still move my cat here and then get set up for the freebies.
We are the shield of the tribe.
I'm just going to get everyone in position first. Do note that there is a unit up here, but I'm going to focus on all these guys first. And I'm going to move my militia away from these marauders, because again, I'm a little bit worried about my militia maybe being a little squishy. So we're going to do this.
We are ready.
And ditto over here. They'd probably have to draw attacks for opportunity to get through here. All right, let's go and start weakening these guys with range attacks first.
Hey.
Oh ho.
Yes, Thane.
There we go. 100% chance to overwhelm, actually. Which means no matter what, I don't think these kitty cats are going to do anything. Oh! Never mind. Oh, so that's good. I was worried that the overwhelm was going to push these away first before the cats triggered. But the timing was such the cats triggered first, which is lovely. Because, yeah, otherwise we would have missed out on that attack completely. So now we'll get the... actually, I'll get these households because they're a little tougher than the cats to attack first. Then the cats also get something when they're... oh, mastery. Complete one mission. Oh, they leveled up. Here it is. Warlord's favor, +1 battle rush gain while near a warlord unit. Although, actually, that's everyone. That's not specific to cats, I'm just realizing. Okay. So we'll go in there. They're also... we've got the supported thing, right? Gain 10 accuracy when in zone of control of at least 3 allies. Overwhelm threat and status effect. That's really nice. So there's a lot of tactical motion that's possible in here. Halcyon. The word Halcyon always reminds me, there was a song on the Hacker soundtrack, one of the greatest movies of all time. Don't come at me. Called Halcyon and On or something like that. Halcyon and On. All right, that's those guys donezo. I'm gonna step. Halgrim has no movement, but he does have an action point, nothing else to do. So I'll spend the action point to come here, and then yeah, we're done. I'm still planning on storming through the door. I'll move you a little bit more. You've got no movement. You do have a movement. There's not really anything to gain one way or the other.
Yes, Thane.
I don't know. I might move here. All right. And I think that's okay. Everyone's done? End turn. You're throwing axes at my cats! Oh, we gotta kill those guys super hard.
I am the protector of the tribe.
Super hard. All right.
Need a scout?
Let's finish this off. And even if you didn't die, although clearly you did, I was going to move you in here.
There.
And then we'll spend an action point Opening the gate.
That was close. Never thought Halgrim Ironsword himself would be saving a Luna.
You know my name? Good. Then tell me yours and what you're doing here.
Let's just say you're famous. Call me Halcyon. But right now, I think saving your people is more pressing. They're pinned at the second gate. The only thing holding them back from retreat is the body of your father.
My father has fallen? Wulwandor will pay for this. Lead the way, Lunar.
Victory is with us.
God, we lost one of our cats. All right, how do we make this guy's death as painful as possible? Well, first, I think we'll just soften him with some javelins first. Ooh, that was a lot of misses. I'll probably turn the cats back here. There you go, free attack, go, go, go. Although they do counterattack.
Yes, Thane. For the clan.
I think we'll need a little bit more here. Oh, it's interesting. They ran to the other side because the other place that they would stand was full. Oh, I hadn't actually noticed that kind of move before. That's fun. There's lots of times when you can't attack because it's like, oh, there's no room for it or whatever because you don't have enough movement skill and there's just too many people around. But there you go. Now, I know that there's some more dudes in this little courtyard, but I am going to focus on moving everyone through the front door at this point. We're going to move Halgrim without our jump. Well, I can do a charge here, I think. Out of range, but this one's not. Okay. So Halgrim's going to go and YOLO in here. You know, he's going to be a little lonely, but it's okay. And yeah, we got to go and stand over here with Halgrim. How long is the stream going to last? So it's going to be 2 hours of us playing RuneQuest Warlords. And then we're going to do 1 hour. We're going to watch the Slytherin game announcements. So all their stuff coming out for next year. So we did go and activate these guys. So now we can go and take these actions. We've got the household and a couple of militia. Now it's worth noting the households do have a toggle here, shield mastery. It costs 2 movement points, but otherwise gives us some defensive boosts. You got the -5% damage received. We may as well do this.
Ready to cast.
Since I don't really need to move right now. And I guess I can't really set up for a sneak attack on anything over here. So I think we'll just focus on this Brew Marauders. It does face our back over here, but no matter what, someone was going to be able to hit us from behind somewhere, so. I could do the fallback action. But I think I'm just going to melee these guys.
Let's hunt some brew!
All right, not a bad attack, actually.
Hey!
Oh ho! These Brew Marauders have got to go! I'm gonna say that every time. Excellent. And yeah, so these guys do have movement, but anything we did would trigger a bunch of attacks of opportunity, so let's not do that. Halgrim still has an action. And I think that is it, because the cats will use up your movement. Oh, these guys do have movement, so we're gonna run up anyway.
For our people! Stay together!
I am the protector of the tribe.
And do you have any movement left, you? You do have 1, so we'll go and scooch up this way.
Sword
All right.
and shield of Orlok.
Halgrim, just go ahead and use your last little attack, please. Nice. Okay. And turn. So yeah, Halgrim is going to get hit pretty hard here. That is a lot of damage. That was a back attack, too. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. Watch me just lose Halgrim here. Maybe I should use the same strategy as last time. more reinforcements. All right, it's looking a little hairy. Oh, this guy moved out of zone of control. Thanks for the free attack. Oh, and another one. Nice. I think the overwhelm there causes them to stop moving. Extra messages here. Make sure I haven't missed something important while I'm being attacked. You can increase the animation speed, by the way, too. All right, looking okay. Good. Right over here. We've got fast animations, fastest animations, but we'll leave the cinematic animations on right now. Okay, we're going to have to do some more little prep work. First of all, can I get the cats?
Hey, hey!
Not currently. Household. This actually might be a bit of a backstab.
Take this position.
I do that first. Does it open up a better movement for the cats? Yeah. There you go. Move the cats to there, please.
For our people!
Yes,
Okay, I'm going to save the range attacks this time. We might need to do some other cleanup.
destroy these spawns of corruption.
Pretty low, I think.
Hey, hey!
I'm gonna move up to at least here and shoot these
Odea,
guys some
guide our
more.
Spears. For our people!
I wonder if there's any chance I could finish them off here. 100% chance to overwhelm. Let's give it a go.
Take Orlanth's smite!
Good, okay.
We are
Excellent. So then I
ready.
can use my range attack on something else, which is exactly what I was hoping to do here.
Thane said to move there. Move, men!
So then we're gonna
Hit
shoot
him
this
hard.
guy. And then we'll use our last attack. Interesting question. Now this feller over here.
Sneaky tricks.
These guys with some poison darts, and then just
To
run
the
you down
new
the stair a
horizons.
bunch. And
Victory
this guy, we're
is
just going to
with
double
us.
move up. Yeah, I don't like that we are not using all of our units. The Shadowcats still have an action, but they can't actually attack anything here. So they'll just move to there, which does use
I
up their
am the
last
protector
action
of
point,
the
but that's
tribe.
fine. And they already used their free attack, so we're not going to see it again. And then you do have some movement. I think you're at half health, but I think that's probably fine.
Once.
Let's move up here.
For our people!
Meanwhile,
Yes, Thane.
good, and I will move you in a second. Well,
Get there.
move you now. Let's attack these guys. Again, maybe I should have taken the retreat attack. But I thought, well, we're going to do a good amount of damage to these guys, and we did. Maybe here I'll do the retreat attack. So, fall back action.
Let's hunt some brew!
So they are going to get a free attack because of the zone of control. But theoretically, we took less damage that way. And then I still have some movement points, which is great. Because what I'm going to do is scooch back to here. So if anyone wants to come after this unit, they'll definitely draw some attacks of opportunity. Which I don't think is the terminology they use in this game, but that's what's loaded into my brain. So this militia has lots of movement, but I don't think we want to move you. This is off on cooldown, so we don't want to interact with that.
Yes, Thane.
Oh, this household still has movement, which I might want to go there, but this hero unit can probably handle that.
We are the shield of the tribe.
Yeah, let's move this
We
way.
are ready.
And there. And this seems good to me. All right, done. As a reminder, this is a sponsored live stream. Slytherin, the publisher of this game and lots of other mostly like combat strategy games, a lot of simulation games as well, have sponsored the stream. There is a link down in the doobly-doo. RuneQuest Warlords came out today. And after we play this for a couple hours, so we got about another hour of this, we will be watching the Slytherin announcement stream to see what they've got on the docket for this upcoming year. Okay, standard move. We're going to move our kitty cats in first.
I am the protector of the tribe.
We do have our leap available with Halgrim, but I think what I'm going to do is just do this first.
You dare strike me?
Yeah, okay. Shaman's got some interesting voice acting.
Intelligence officer ready?
Yeah, Halcyon, you're just going to go ahead and attack these guys. I'm really not concerned about you. You should be able to solo. Oh, there's a second group over here I forgot about. You're probably still fine. You've got a crazy amount of hit points. 580? Yeah, that's actually ridiculous. You're going to be fine. We're just going to ignore you completely. Cat still has movement. Yeah, out of range, no charge attack. Because I got to use my action point just to close here. Although I will. Oh. Hang on a second.
We are the shield of the tribe.
With thunder.
Can I leap into here? I can. Good. Okay.
Yes,
what I'm going to do with
thanks.
this unit is... I'm going to step back for a second.
Take this position.
Because now my Thane can leap to here and not friendly fire anyone.
Thane Hallgrim. We've shamed the clan. We failed to protect your father.
How did this happen?
Your father and a squad of Lunars were at the gate when it happened. They held the line, but were quickly pushed back. He fought like a shadow cat, but there were too many goat faces. We recovered his body and retreated, but Thane Hakon ordered the inner gate shut to prevent the brew from breaching the citadel.
Open the gate. I need to speak with Hakon.
Garsamore, or no, sorry, not, well, hello Garsamore, nice to see you. Wellen over on YouTube asked if it can run on Steam Deck. Oh, I actually don't know. I don't see anything about that on the Steam page. So unfortunately, I cannot weigh in on that. It would not surprise me, like, because some of the confirmation things, like, there's nothing about this that wouldn't be playable with sort of controller type of control. So I don't know, but there's nothing on the Steam page, so I don't know. I can't speak to that. I should get a Steam Deck.
Victory is with us.
They do seem really cool. I mean, I do spend most of my time at an actual physical computer, so maybe it's a little silly, but it would be nice. We got to kill the remaining 9 units here, so let's go. I'm going to start by flinging some javelins at this guy. Nice. Nice to get kills with the range attack, so you don't take damage from that. Meanwhile, I'm sure there's units over here. I'm going to scooch up a little. I'm not going to use all my movement.
Move, men.
There we go. Although I think you're out of range. Yeah. But if I moved here, 1, 2... Oh, no, I still can't shoot you. Okay, so I won't. Did I already move Halcyon this round? Yes, that's the round that I already moved
shield
in.
of the tribe.
I'm going to charge with the household and help them out.
Spawns of corruption.
Nice. Okay, that worked out really well.
My talents are at your service.
No, I won't be able to throw anything at you. I'm actually wondering, this guy's going to be really frustrated. I'm thinking about sending him back this way. Although there's 7 more dudes, there's got to be a lot inside too. I'm wondering if there's going to be more reinforcements on this angle. Oh, there's one there. Yeah, okay. So you know what? I think it's probably fine for us to aggressively move in this direction. Support Halcyon. Although, again, this guy is out of range. Womp womp. Oh, but you know what I can do? Is we can use our sentry attack. So with the sentry attack, I can go and put a sentry on a tile. And if someone enters that, then I will auto-attack them.
Hit him
I'm
hard.
going to spread it out, but I'm going to take a guess that this one might walk in here, and then we'll double attack them.
We are the shield of the tribe.
And then I don't know that we need more melee over here. But we do have 5 units on this side. All right, just do that.
Victory is with us.
Also, we'll move
Get
here. I'm just going to set up a sentry attack.
Hit him hard.
There. All action points are done, but we might still have some movement. Yeah, this militia. I'm going to move up.
To move there.
Halgrim
Move, man.
doesn't. The cats don't. Okay, done. Ooh, there's a lot of units. Okay, no, sorry, I thought there was a third one coming over here. There might be. And the Overwatch, I must have a radius, I'm realizing. Because you didn't actually enter the tile I targeted. So there must be a radius. Okay, good. Maybe with the Overwatch, you're just setting a facing, and then they attack anyone who moves into range. Maybe that's all it is. In which case, it's way more powerful than I thought. I like how this unit actually has a different faction flag, despite the fact that we are controlling it.
Be ready. We're not alone.
So fun random Glorantha fact. In Glorantha, physics aren't a thing, but rather a product of various spiritual and mythical relationships. An example, rather than you falling to the ground because of gravity, it's because the earth loves you and wants to pull you into a loving embrace. Wait, what? For the same reason vampires can fly because they were rejected by the earth.
I am the protector
What?
of the tribe.
Okay, that's an amazing twist that I don't think I've seen in another setting before. That's really fun. All right, I'm gonna get you to move here.
Yes, Thane.
I guess we don't have kitty cat combos. Do I want
We
to
are
throw
ready.
stuff at this guy first?
Oh,
Throw
damn.
one. I might use the other one over on this Marauder group. Wait, was that all a miss? Okay,
For
never
our
mind. I guess I'll
people.
use the second one anyway. Also, dwarves and Glorantha didn't discover iron; they invented it.
Try
What?
to make this
Okay, I gotta get some of the RuneQuest lore books and splat
We
books
are
and
the
stuff.
shield of the tribe.
Okay, let's charge here. That is crazy cool lore. Wait, how did they invent iron? How does that work?
Yes, Thane.
Oh yeah,
Take this
there's no zone of control behind them,
Let them face Humocht.
and we can backstab. Oh, and not quite finish them off,
We are ready.
which is a little unfortunate. Where do we think the next batch of enemies might come from? I don't know, but I'll go and move up over here. These guys
said
don't
to
have any
move
action
there.
points, so
Move,
we're not
men.
worried about that. Oh, 2 guys showed up here. Okay. And then we've got these guys. So, okay, we've got a bit of a sandwich, which I
Sword
don't
and shield
love.
of Orlanth.
Kitty cats. Kitty cats can move to here, and they'll still have an action. That's whiskey and chocolate. Who dat?
Sometimes you just can't make it up.
I am the
Every
protector
year
of
at the
the
World
tribe.
Cup, one match is designated as the Pride match. Next year it's in Seattle, Washington. When this match is scheduled, the teams playing aren't known yet. And the 2 teams picked to play in the
Oh, I think it got cut off. And the 2 teams picked to play in the... And then the message got cut off, Katie. I'll try to watch chat to see that. Thank you very much. Actually, I didn't know that about the World Cup. I am excited because I do love, apparently, foot soccer ball. And I blame all you people for it, making me start to play Football Manager and get me addicted to a sport. Well, addicted's a little bit strong. Formula 1 I watch a lot more of. But still, yeah, I think I'm just going to charge in here. Yeah, low vision radius thing is quite good. And then the kitty cats are going to move. I got to say, these shadow cats are by far my favorite unit in the game. I love this little, like, I mean, who doesn't love cats in the first place? But I love the synergy that we build up on over here, which is nice. Glorantha is basically a Bronze Age setting where all the various spiritual beliefs are very much real and important in the way society functions.
Hey, we are ready.
Here, and you got these. Ooh, do I want to turn around?
We
with some
are
of
the
these
shield
units?
of the tribe.
I think so. I know there's guys coming there, although we can just prime some attacks. I'm going to run backwards here and
Get
attack.
there.
Just hammer a load of protons, neutrons, and stuff together and fancy forge, see what you get. Yeah, okay.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to pull back with this militia because I'm a little bit worried about being hit by these marauders.
Stay together.
So I'm going to do that. And then just shoot at these guys. Grunt of anger. Makes me think of
Sword and shield of Orlanth.
the Simpsons with the whole like Homer grunt thing, like the whole Homer dough thing. Apparently, all that was in the script originally was just like annoyed grunt.
Best thing.
That's how it shows up in the script. It doesn't show up as dough. Yeah, I was just thinking that with the whole like hammering things together to make iron. That is basically how it works in real life, except the 4 drop stars. Okay, we've used all our action points. Halgrim will get you to move up still. This militia, like, yeah, maybe I should have done a fallback. I don't know. I guess you may as well shield mastery because you've got the movement points left over. Speaking of movement points, this one can move, but I don't think this guy can be hit by anything, so I think you're fine. Okay, let's do that. What is this little skull thing? Oh, maybe it's a warning that there's some incoming dudes? I don't know. Yes, free attack from the kitties. The Earth in Glorantha is a cube? What? What? Yeah, okay. I'm going to be getting some of the splat books for this. Ooh, oh, okay, another group of shaman. Ooh, ow! I'm hoping you're squishy. Yeah, there's only 3 figures and they only have 70 hit points, so they're a little squishy, but maybe not as much as one would like. So I'm going to throw 1 set of javelins at this guy. Oh, I don't think we have line of sight.
Move! Let's hunt some brew!
No cover this way either. Okay, weaken them a little, then I'm going to attack them with Halgrim. Noting our leap is still on cooldown. Otherwise, I might have planned something. I wonder if I can finish these with just the cats. And physical. 4 times hitting.
I am the protector of the tribe.
Because I'd rather use Halgrim maybe on another attack.
For our people!
I'm not sure. Oh, this militia's in real bad shape. Although they might just die while trying to do the fallback attack. Okay, I'm gonna have the cats try to attack here. Hope this finishes off. I mean, it's Halgrim on this middle guy. Halgrim himself is getting kind of low.
Sword and shield of Orlanth.
He did take those extra attacks earlier. I suppose I could just go for the finish.
Hey, hey!
I wonder if I can spear finish you. Or we'll just miss.
With thunder!
So what I'm hoping to do is hit this guy. Like, maybe we can kill him and then pull back with the militia. It seems unlikely, though.
We are ready!
Okay, well, you're obviously going to be attacking here. So let's see how this goes.
I am the protector of the tribe.
I think we can go and kill more figures if I attack here with
Take
Halgrim.
Orlanth's smite!
Yeah. Oh, we killed 3 figures. That's great, because attacking here I would have only killed 1. So that actually is much better.
For our people!
Meanwhile, everyone's dead over here. Maybe we did split up too much. Well, let's try to rush up.
Thane said to move there. Move, men!
March!
Split my armies too much. Ironically, I think in the time where I did split from the start and go here, we regrouped over in this area and then fought the ones who spawned there, and that might have worked out as a better strategy. There we go. Yes, missed some more. We do have very good evasion on our leader here, especially as he builds up the battle rush.
Fleeting sensation.
Ah! Don't attack the cats! Oh! I'm gonna kill you super hard for that. Oh yeah, the skull is definitely enemy movement outside of your vision area. Like, presumably not covered by fog of war, but if you're not actually looking at them, which isn't normally a problem, because normally the camera is locked to it. But if I move around, then you have to hit space to relock it. That's probably what's going on there.
With thunder!
1 remaining. Oh, because they're not in the hold. I just have to kill this one, I bet, for the final one. I don't know if I can get the cat in there and my leader. Oh, I do have my Empower available, or just the Surge. Upgraded version of an ability. Let's do that. So we have a super jump now. Okay, hold on a second. I don't know that I have to kill these guys for the next step. It might just be this.
Hey, hey!
Okay, let me throw a javelin.
Guide our
Here,
spears.
we still have the Empower. And swing and a miss. All right, I'm going to move the cats up here.
We are ready.
Oh, you've also got the spear throw.
Stay together. Hit him hard.
Weaken these guys.
I am not done yet. Shield me.
Attack there. Actually, we might not need the cats for the free attack here.
Hallgrim? Good timing.
There you go. That finishes the quest.
Might have held down,
Okay,
but
well, we
the
didn't do our
price
super
was
leap.
high. Thanks to your father's sacrifice, the fortress still stands.
How did the brew manage to get this far into our lands?
King Eric Norrelson was killed in a duel, and the cursed Wu Wander and his brew wasted no time taking advantage of that.
We saw him leaving the city as we arrived. We shall track him down and destroy him. Show that no one can dare to attack the hold.
You're right. Get him. We'll choose a new king when you return. One other thing. It seems he took something from your father's body, besides his life. The Iron Breaker.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. So now we've got the note about unspent fame tokens. We have 2 characters. So we'll have 5 fame tokens. So I have to choose which of the 2 categories to do it in. And some of these are currently locked for Halcyon, but I could go up this branch, give him some evasion, and then I would have enough points to go and trigger and get him the poison catalyst as well. On the other hand, maybe we just want to boost our main character some more. Give him more hit points, because apparently sometimes he gets hurt a lot. Blessed Wind. Hero hit points. Oh, okay, this would be for all of our hero units getting more HP. This one is for all of our humanoid units. Humanoid, not hero, getting more evasion. So presumably this would help all of my units other than my kitty cats. I'm a big fan of passives.
By protecting the
I think I'm going to do that.
give our children a future.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Army management. Ooh, we've got too much weight now. For this mission, we could bring up to 10 people, but I suspect because we've got the second hero character. Oh no, he's 0 points. It's because all the surviving households and stuff still made it in. Okay, let me throw one of you into the reserve. I gotta do one of you and a militia. There you go. There's no way, I think, for me to get 40 points. There might be some sort of math where, like, because what are the 75? So they're 150 each, 165. Like, there might be some combination that gets me to exactly 650. But, you know, mathing on stream is bad, right? We don't do that. That would be an awful idea. So I think that's probably the composition we're going to go with. More of the militia for the spear throwing is going to be easier to fit things in. So I think that's probably okay. I mean, hold on. I guess I could go remove another household, because then I could fit 2 militias in here. But it's even like fewer points than before. And it's not like I can fit another one in, because again, they're 75 and I only have 55 to spend.
Gather the spoils.
It would be easier to have more people throw spears, but I think I like the idea of the households better. That they're just a little bit tougher. I think we're going to do that. I just, you know, the lack of like a perfect target number here. And again, there might be a way to achieve it. I guess actually, here's how much are the cats? 55. See, that's what we needed. If I could go and recruit one more cat, that would have been perfect. Take out the household, put in 2 militia and a cat. Obviously the best possible configuration. All right.
Oi, Algrim, we're heading to one of your temples, right? I aren't you afraid that this detour will mean Wu-Wanda may escape?
Going to war without Orlanth's blessing is a mistake, Lunar.
So be it. If a shrine is thy need, a shrine we shall seek. And by the way, my name's Halcyon. I'll let you into the city. Can I at least count on that?
Names are earned, not given, man
Really?
of the Empire. Yet your words are heard. And in time, you may find honor in my eyes.
I think so little of you that I'm not even going to give you my name? Wow. Okay, then. I'm sorry, recruit Skybull. Allows the recruitment of unit Skybulls. I still want more Shadow Cats, though. Come on. The gods have sent us many trials in recent days. The Hold, my father, the Ironbreaker. Despite Eric Norlson being a poor king, his death has only weakened Billingland further. And now Hakon is clearly plotting something. We must be cautious with him. He's as cunning as a snake. Worse, he consorts with the Lunars. Well, so do we, though. We're consorting with one right now. I only hope the Council of Elders keeps him in check until I return. My people have kept the Empire at bay for far too long to fall now. Speaking of the Lunar, I don't like him, though I cannot refuse his request. He fought to defend the city, or our city, so he's earned the small favor. But first, we must head to the Temple of Orlanth. I don't believe Orlanth would withhold his blessing from his children in such a time, which means Wuundar will pay for his treachery with his head. Fight the bruise with moose. I do like that a lot. Sorry, just checking. No, we're all good. All right, excellent. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Deployment here. Although, ooh, we can't see any enemies this time. It looks like... I don't know if that might be edge of the map. I'm not sure. So I'm thinking we're possibly going this way? I don't think there's anything particular with our setup then. Let's just go and see what happens.
What news do you bring?
Well, it seems your temple has been attacked by chaos. Mostly marauders, but I believe I saw a couple of shamans. There are two paths leading to the temple.
There are two paths.
One is wide, but heavily defended. The other is narrower and may take longer to pass through.
Forward. We'll choose a path when we get there.
Well, I mean, we're kind of going to choose a path immediately. So this is definitely the wider path. And it'll be easier for us to fit more units in. But we do have our leap. We do have some range stuff. Maybe we can go and... I'm sure some of our units going this way will get a little bit stuck and won't be able to take action. But I think I like the narrower path. I think we'll do that.
Yes, Thane.
Let's move.
Take this position.
We got a high ground too. Might be nice to throw my more ranged people up there. Not using all of our movement right now.
Of the tribe.
Victory is with us.
Need a scout?
For our people.
Move.
We are the shield of the tribe.
Intelligence
Like
officer
that. Set
ready?
up a bit of a wall. Put the militia behind. We'll set up the sentry.
Thunder.
The sort of Overwatch type thing.
At once.
We
Hey,
got another
hey.
militia too. Who will make sure to
Thane
move
said
there.
Move,
You'll
man.
move there using up your action points. And Kitty Cat, just get up a little closer.
For
Okay.
our people.
So, set up our sentries.
Hit 'em hard. Hit 'em hard.
Okay.
I am the protector.
And yeah,
of the
we have some action points left, but there's really nothing we can
Need a
do with
scout.
it. That would take movement for the shield mastery.
with thunder.
Okay, done.
Come, spawn of Ted. Approach, and I shall unleash upon you the full fury of Orlanth.
Okay.
Your God shall not save you.
I love the shaman voices.
He will not waste His power for the likes of you.
Hey, flying cow! It's the Moopocalypse.
Are we really needed here? Looks like your Orlanth favors the priestess a fair bit.
That's Kettle Wide-Eye. Few are as devoted to Orlanth as she is, though sometimes her zeal goes too far. But to answer you, Lunar, helping another Orlanthi cleanse chaos is always a worthy task. Protect the priestess!
Reach and protect Kettle Wide-Eye. Well, we'll see what we can do. There's bovine intervention. Oh my god. Protect the priest. I think she's fine. She's got her cow. Okay. Do I want to open with my range attacks? Probably. I think that indicator above it, I think that's the cover thing.
Let's hunt some
They're
brew
not really covered, so I think we're going to be okay.
for our people.
And yet, we're just going to try to... eliminate the... Oh, I should plan the leap. Again, I think Halgrim might end up taking a bunch of damage here, but it's such an efficient little jump.
Fast as lightning.
I can't resist doing this sort of thing.
Injury is but a fleeting sensation.
Hit him hard.
Nice. Okay.
Intelligence officer ready?
Let's move. A cat in here.
Yes, Thane.
And then go and attack the shaman.
You dare.
A brew shaman's got to be someone who makes like a really nice ale, right?
My talents are at your service.
You could attack here, which would cause you to attack through and land on the other side, which is nice. But I think I'm going to attack here instead and try to take some pressure off of Halgrim. I think that's probably better. And I think this guy, because he's a warlord, I think he does have 2 action points. So we can attack a second time. Finish off the stack shaman completely. Very nice. And then you still have a movement point, which I think I will scoot you up. And actually, we have action points and things here too, but let's see. Kitty Cat... Actually, yeah, Kitty Cat, go for the attack.
Injury is but a fleeting sensation.
Got an overwhelm, so he pulled back.
Victory is with us.
I'm not sure this household's going to be able to... Oh! No adjacent tiles. I could move back with the cat, but it would draw an attack of opportunity.
We are the shield.
It would give this household the ability to attack, but...
With thunder!
Oh, we have control over her kettle. Ooh, okay. She doesn't have as many hit points, but she does have a lot of ability. Restore health. We'll probably use this on our cow. Wind Guard. Add a layer of protection that diminishes physical attacks on the target. We might want to Wind Guard our cow. And she's got a runic longsword. And our cow, the Sky Bull, has more hit points than she does. Heavy. More chance to overwhelm. Doesn't get overwhelmed. Flying. Heroic upgrades. Fervor. Warhorns the Gore. What is this? Bull Rush. Charges towards the target, dealing damage to anyone in the way. The charge expends movement points, but grants extra. Okay, how about I drop a heal? Oh, it's only got a 1-turn cooldown? That's kind of amazing.
The
Heal.
gods have other plans for you.
And maybe even the defensive buff.
By faith and runes.
So then let's try this charge. There you go. I'm going to Bull Rush here. Which... Oh, maybe I needed to realign myself. I didn't actually go through the shaman. Oh, that's unfortunate. Also, man, the fact that you pulled back is actually a little bit bad. Because what I kind of want to do is engage in base-to-base contact with these two. So in case they tried to run for Kettle, they take an attack of opportunity. But... maybe we just go and eat it as is. I suppose I could pull Kettle back as well. Force them to attack the cow, who's got the defensive boost right now. Or, right now, they might both go and attack the cow. If I move here, then at least it forces the enemy to split their attacks, really. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, I didn't use Bull Rush, I used the horns, did I? Oh, no! Oh, maybe
We are the
I didn't
shield of
click.
the
Okay,
tribe.
all right.
Sword and shield of Orlanth.
That kind of explains that.
With force!
Move up a little.
Victory is with us.
And then, yeah, no adjacent tile to escape to, so
March.
run up a bunch. You still have movement points? No. You've got
Yes,
movement.
thank.
You've got movement, but you can't really I don't know,
Take this
scooch up a little
position.
bit just to say. Same thing with these
Move.
guys. Just so you're closer for the next round.
Victory is with us.
But that's it. Cow needs more movement points. Oh boy. They're doing their fallback attack, so they took less damage while pulling back that way. She's gonna get hit by a couple of things. Ooh, look at the little glowing statue thing over here. That's neat. Oh no! Backstab! Okay, I hadn't... Oh no, I think they just got ready. Because I hadn't calculated that extra damage. That's less than great. Oh! Yeah, the Twitch stream died. It looks like it was just Twitch. I don't have a single drop frame here. So just typing refresh if needed. Of course, we are streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. YouTube tends to have better visual quality. Twitch tends to be a little bit more responsive, but sometimes it is twitchy.
I am the protector of the tribe.
Someone just tripped on a cable
We
somewhere.
are the shield of the tribe.
Probably could just get the kitty cats to finish off the shaman, because no one gets really reach there. I mean, I could just go and spear them as well. But if we do this, then we open up some movement options.
A fleeting sensation.
I think I'll probably go and do this. Because you're not going to be able to run up and engage anyone else, so we may as well take
Pain
the melee attack that we can.
is the price for greatness.
That reminds me of one of the voices from, like, Disco Elysium or something. You know what I mean?
You won't feel a thing.
Maybe that's why I like the shaman. Because they give him that vibe.
With thunder.
All right, let's go and smash here.
We will find you.
Overwhelmed, so he pulls back. And I'm
Take
going to finish him
Orlanth
off here.
Smite.
There we go. Go down, Stag Riders. And... yeah, I may as well move up some more with Halgrim. I mean, it's not like I almost got him killed last time or anything like that, so he's probably fine.
Intelligence officer ready?
You got no movement and you are blocking things. Yeah, this narrow little path is a little tricksy, but... all right, kitty cats run that
Victory
way.
is with us. March.
Move you over here.
Stay together.
You there, move you here.
Hey,
move you
hey.
here. We'll split a little bit to try to give us a bit more room to play with.
Yes, Thane.
This one still has action points, but he's got really nothing you can
My
do.
talents are at your service.
You got action points. Oh, you can at least set up for an Overwatch.
Let's hunt some brew.
Sentry. And, like, the militia could as well, but no one's going to move up in this area, so... I
Hit 'em
don't think it
hard.
comes up, but it feels like we may
For
as
our
well do it.
people.
Oh, and then I have you. I think I'm going to take this path,
Move.
because it should be shorter afterwards.
Victory is with us.
All right, done. Oh, that one just ran away completely. We don't actually have to kill everyone, so maybe that's fine. Okay, yeah, attack the much tougher cow than our hero, rather than our hero character. That's fine. Although, speaking of our hero character over here, that should also be okay.
I am the protector of the tribe.
Can I get my... oh, I can't quite get my kitty cats in on this. That's unfortunate.
Need a scout?
I'm
Let's
fine
look
with
around.
Halcyon going first, because he should end up in one of these adjacent tiles afterwards. Or maybe even here if we get the overwhelm. There we go. That's going to be helpful for moving everyone else. I'm going to attack with my leader. Because if we get the overwhelm on the first or second attack, then we can... There you go. It's going to move up more things. Anyone can take the shot there. Our cat still doesn't... No, get involved.
We are the shield of the tribe.
I think I can probably just...
With force!
Finish you off this way. And then with all our movement, I think Halgrim's just going to move up. But I guess I could go a little bit at a time if I'm worried. Nah, I think we're okay. Ooh.
We are ready.
Households, move up as much as you can. Halcyon can't move up anymore. Kitty cat, move up there. I guess Halcyon will use his action point to move here.
Thane said to move there. Move, men! Stay together!
And yeah, we're doing the extra move with the action point on everyone.
Move!
I wonder what it would have been like if I'd gone down the wider path, if it would have been better or worse. Okay. So if I want to bull rush, I guess now it doesn't matter because we're not going to be passing through anyone regardless. But, so what I should just do is I'm just going to do a normal attack here. Actually, the normal attack does do more damage. So this should be a backstab on the shaman.
You dare strike me?
Oh, I dare so much. And in fact, yeah, I think we're just going to do some attacks with Kettle over here with her runic longsword. So she'll attack the shaman in the face, finish him off. And then second action point, probably just attack again. Yeah.
Follow the heavens, sword.
You have the same glass frame as me, Andrus. Oh, neat. Yeah, I like these. They're nice. The last set of glasses I had didn't have like this sort of hinge. It was the single frame, like all titanium stuff, which was nice and bendy, but made it like harder to kind of put away. And then I did eventually sometimes have like a little bit of flexing and then some snapping, and I had to replace the arms a couple of times in the last one. So just going with the standard sort of foldy arms, I think was much better for this one. All right, Kettle still has some movement, but I don't think we're going to do anything with it. And actually tabbing out, we are out of action points. And I don't think anyone's sitting around with a bunch of unused movement points. Right, because I used everything over on these guys.
Hey!
Yeah, okay. End of turn. So far, this feels less sloppy than our last attack. I think we're approaching this a little bit better, even though we had a little bit of kerfuffling in the choke points. I never was one of these people. I never did a lot of like miniature tabletop combat stuff. And I think that's an area of sort of my brain and tactics that could use more development. You know, like, because when I play turn-based tactical combat games like this, it is very similar to me. I think it's inspired by the same roots, like if we go back decades. In fact, even like tabletop RPGs and stuff were inspired by tabletop board gaming is kind of where they started. And I think I would have more sort of thinking about positional tactics and stuff if I had played more of those. But I think we're acquitting ourselves okay. And we'll do a leap and tear. I'm gonna jump in behind these guys.
At once.
We might be a little solo with Halgrim here, but I'm sure that's not gonna come and bite us in the behind, right?
Yes, Thane.
I'm gonna charge in here. That will be a frontal attack. I guess if I attack here immediately, I think it's gonna be a backstab. I don't know if there's a visual indicator of that. If I hit them, I wonder if they might turn. Oh. Okay. No, you didn't stick with the turn. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge in here this way. Probably finish you off. And then Halgrim... Oh, and we moved forward nicely. Halgrim will be able to attack over here in a second. I think that's probably all. Because, yeah, this militia... Oh, hang on. This is the militia. Lovely. So I can come here and then throw some javelins.
Let's hunt some brew!
And then Halcyon... Yeah, it's not going to have the range.
To the new horizons.
We'll do that. Use all your action points. That's fine. We'll attack over here.
For our people.
And another militia, but yeah, we're not going to have any kind of range available. And the Shadow Kitties.
Yes, Thane.
Households.
March.
And...
Stay together.
don't think there's anything crazy to work. I think we're just gonna start some shots. Hang on. Is the cow immune to zone of control? Or is there something with these marauders? Because there's certainly no opportunity attack indicator here. Oh, I forgot Halcyon does have a ranged attack. Yeah, he's got a little poison fling. That's a good point.
With faith.
Can I charge these guys? Yeah.
Orlanth smite.
Ooh, and a little pushback, which wasn't required, but it's fine. Okay, we're out of action points. I don't think anything's got more movement. Well, the cow might. I'm going to move it here. No, I'm going to have the cow stay near Kettle. Kettle's got movement, but I'm not going to use it. And everyone here is probably... Yeah, tapped out. Okay. Oh, that guy's trying to run away. Yeah, well, that's not going to work out for him. Possible everyone's just dead
I am
now.
the protector of the tribe.
So Halgrim's going to move into here. Ooh. Oh, now we're in defense, are we? Do not let any chaos creatures near the temple entrance, which I'm thinking is this area here. Okay.
We are the shield of the tribe.
So I don't see anyone yet. They could spawn anywhere. I'm assuming they're going to come up these various hills. Maybe I should check behind. This household. Since there's no targets right now.
March.
My
Okay.
talents are at your service.
So with the assumption that things are going to run up here.
Hey.
Need a scout?
I think we'll group up a few people over here. I think the cow needs some more healing. Yeah. Drop a heal on the cow. Maybe 2. No, you're fine. Okay. So
There
Kettle.
are only 2 truths. The will of Orlanth and the law.
I am the law. Move the cow here.
My talents are at your service.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll move all the hero units
Fast as lightning.
together. They can hang out. They can have that main character energy. They can have that we don't wear helmets in battle because you've got to see our faces because the studio paid $10 million for us.
Victory is with
And then
us.
we can have our non-hero units
They
hang
need
out
to
over
move
here.
There. Move, men.
We are the shield of the tribe.
Stay together.
and then set up
Let's hunt
a
some
bunch
brew.
of sentry attacks on the hill. Okay.
Yes, Thane.
I could just
Get
move
there.
back. Actually, maybe I should have had you join the front because it's a little crowded here.
We are the shield of the tribe.
Seems okay. Shaman? Ooh, some sort of war shout over there, maybe? I don't think they're going to move into sentry attack range.
The children of Orlanth have many enemies.
Sword and shield of Orlanth.
Real Luckless says, I really hate the can't wear helmet. People won't know who we are bit when they could just have real kick-ass and cool distinct helmets. Yeah. And I mean, some movies and things have done it.
With faith.
But yeah, it is so typical. You see it a lot in like police procedurals and things like that, right? They're like storming the building where the kidnappers are. And like, we've got 20 extras all in full SWAT gear. And then we have the main character who's just in a shirt and tie, but he's going to lead the way because he's the main character. I'm like, oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. But as always, rule of cool is always the most important thing. And to be fair, most of these units, well, they do have little bucket helms. Little caps on. So they do have some stuff. I'll give them that. And actually, Kettle clearly has a helmet. She's smarter than everyone else, right?
I am the protector of the
Agrim
tribe.
here. Oh, you know, he's got a little headband. At least his pecs. At least his forehead is protected. You know, sure. All right, well, I'll give him that. So right now the attackers are just over here.
We are ready.
So let's focus on the shaman because they are kind of pains in the butt.
Victory is with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yes, Thane. March!
this, but before I actually
For our
attack,
people.
I'm going to want to soften them just a
Odela,
scooch.
guide our spears.
Because between these two, we can probably otherwise kill them. And then we can use our ranged attacks over here, or maybe to finish
We are
things
the
off.
shield
So I'm
of
going to
the
the households to attack.
Injury is but a fleeting
Kitty cats. Nom 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 nom. Lovely. And then we still have movement. Very nice. And you still have an attack point. So you're going to come over here. Get ready for a little bit of a flank. If there's more enemies that come out of the fog of war, yeah, like that, you're a little bit vulnerable. You might be okay for now. I don't know.
Thane.
I'm going to move this household here, although you
this
don't have more
position.
attacks. We're just getting you in position.
We are ready.
And then these guys, let's move
Move.
here and
Thane
here.
said to move there. Move, men.
And then shoot, and then shoot. And what I'll do with this guy is I'll just move him up a little closer.
Move.
And if this guy wants to run and attack any of these guys, they'll draw attacks of
Victory is
opportunity.
with
So that's going to
us.
be fine. Just for the sake of argument, I want to make sure I'm properly facing this way, which doesn't cost us a movement point. And face this way with the kitties so you control this zone properly. Oh, right, and you still have an action point. So I'm silly, you're going to turn one more time. Because I would still like you to face this way. To threaten this square over here, which might be relevant.
We are the shield of the tribe.
I'm still assuming stuff is going to come over this way. Oh, yep, okay. Now, does the charge use... Okay, it doesn't use movement points. What happens... Okay, we're going to do a test. If I move here... And then... Oh, I've lost some of my vision, but hang on. We can move up
The
this
path
way.
is clear.
There you go. We've got proper vision. If I do this and bull rush... Out of ability range. Okay. Maybe I should have stood there. I don't know. Boom.
dare strike me.
All right, that is very entertaining. I will give you that.
With thunder.
I don't have a leap, which is unfortunate, but
With force.
I can do a charge attack there, and that's worth it.
Injury
Boom.
is but a fleeting sensation.
Charge expends movement points, but grants extra. Okay. Same,
I am
the
a
leap says the
protector
same
of the
thing. The
tribe.
leap uses movement points, but then grants some. And we could do an armor, but I think I'd prefer have her run up and do an attack. And then, okay. Oh, hold on, you can attack there. I didn't realize you were still alive. There you go. So all we had is an action point and no movement, so I couldn't have gone there, but that is
With
very
thunder.
nice. And then Halgrim, Surge in Power. We don't need to do this right next. The jump, I'll just save this for next time. So I'm just going to have you step forward here. It's going to use an action point to do it, but so be it.
Intelligence officer ready?
And then Halcyon, if I move you to here, I don't
Oh,
think
see
you'll quite
what's
be in
there.
range, but you have 2 action points, so I can use 1 to move forward. Right? Because this, yeah. But
To
if I
the
move
new
here,
horizons.
then we're okay.
Yes, Thane.
I don't know, you know what? I said I was going to move this guy up that way, but maybe I'll still end up over here.
For our people.
Victory is with us.
Okay. In the tabletop RPG, you can just die if an enemy hits you in the head, so helmet's pretty important. Aha! I like tabletop RPGs with like sort of detailed like critical hit tables and like catastrophic injuries and things. Leads to a lot more drama and excitement. Even though sometimes the RNG can be unfriendly to players. Why is it highlighting there? Hopefully there's no one that's sneaking into that. Maybe I should have a guard at the entrance. What if someone's bypassing us? That would be poor, but it looks okay right now. I suppose I could have just set up all my defense right by the door, but I think we would have gotten each other's way a lot more. I think I'm happy to have split this way. Split in party's never a good idea, except for the times when it is. Right? Right. Again, we can't accelerate the animation. You don't care to watch all this, but I'm leaving it in proper sort of cinematic mode here. Ow! How dare you attack my cow? Haha! Eat poison, sucker.
Sword and shield of Orlanth.
So, if we empower our leap and land right here, Well, I think we will soak an attack of opportunity here,
By
but
the wind.
hopefully it just doesn't interrupt us. Smash. And then, yeah, we don't have the bull rush anymore, and that's fine. But yeah, I can... Okay, the mobility on this cow is insanely good. Backstab to shaman.
Injury is but a fleeting sensation.
We've got some heals and things. I don't know if any of that's required
My
right now.
talents are at your service.
Okay, why don't you run up and finish the
I'll
shaman?
try to make this quick.
I don't like the amount of damage these guys do with their little fireball
Is
tossing.
but a fleeting sensation.
And then from here, we can
Take
backstab
Orlanth,
this guy.
smite.
Nice. And then, oh, you still have action
With
points.
force.
Backstab some more.
We will find you.
Wonderful.
Let's look around.
Good range attack, but slicey slicey. Slicey slicey does
There
damage
are
now.
only two truths,
Poison does damage
the
later.
will of Orlanth and the law.
Overwhelm and follow. Nice. Yeah, I really think the overall mechanic is something that, like, now that I've seen it, it's like, okay, more games need that, because I really think it breaks up some of the monotony of like static front lines that can develop in some of these like grid-based, turn-based games. Okay, I'm gonna turn the cat around. Turn the
Victory
cat
is
around,
with
and
us.
then I'm gonna attack here. Charge! Well, the cats didn't do it. Do you have to be? Do you have to be like non-diagonally
Hey,
adjacent?
hey.
Maybe. I don't know.
For our people. Let's hunt some brew.
Yes, Thane. We are the shield of the tribe.
I don't even know.
We are ready. Stay together.
Move up.
Oh,
Shoot.
Dayla,
Kind of a bad
guide our
round on this side.
spears.
It really didn't deliver the damage like I'd
Victory is
hoped.
with us.
Don't take a move.
For our people.
I guess you guys can scooch up a
Move.
little bit in case you need something, but we do have a nice front line
We
here, and then
are
at some
the
point we'll have to
shield
get this
of the
house rolled
tribe.
through, but... Well, there's a lot of guys here. I'm a little bit worried for some of our units. So we want them to survive, because then they get the masteries. But... This does seem real bad. Are there, other than the like the tabletop RPG, are there other like games? Are there other digital games in the RuneQuest universe? Because you guys dropped some really cool lore about it.
Orlanth will heal me, but he will not be so merciful to you.
King of the Dragon Pass. Interesting.
That was a heavy blow.
Oh, it's sort of like a text adventure. Oh, it might be a good one to learn some lore.
I am the protector of the tribe.
All right, you're protector of the tribe. That's great. I'm going to focus on the right flank over here because I'm
Yes,
a little bit
mate.
more concerned about it. Okay, I think what I'd like to do
For our people.
is see if we can finish off this Marauder with a range attack because it opens up a lot more movement options. For example, I can bring the cat in here. Let's make sure to face this way properly.
We are the shield of the tribe.
Let's slightly
him
weaken the
hard.
Stag Rider.
We will pluck your eyes from your skull for that.
Victory is with us.
Stag's getting a little low.
Hey, hey. We are ready.
I like the Stag Rider, but I
Oh,
kind of
Dayla,
still want to
guide
focus
our
some damage, especially
spears.
since we haven't killed one of these figures yet. Ay, ay, ay.
Yes, Thane.
Okay, I'm gonna get this household to go and engage the stag rider so he doesn't close. Oh, out of range. Never mind. Then
For our people!
move here.
Victory is with us.
There we go.
For the clan.
Oh, the 27 of 100 is not the XP. Yeah, or it's not the hit points. So under the portrait, this is not hit points. This is battle rush. This accrues as you get kills and various things like that, and it buffs the unit as you go. Their hit points are the green bars over here. So, like, someone was asking about Halgrim. They were worried, I think, that he was a little close to death. Which, I mean, honestly, he's taken some damage. He's down at 285 of 545. But yeah, he's not at 27 of 100. He was at 100 to use it in powered ability. And, you know, maybe I should have saved it for things. Okay, let's say drop some heals. But we only just want to get more kills here. The bull rush isn't up. So we're not going to do that. But I will come behind and strike these stag riders.
We will find you.
These figures do have a lot of hit points.
Need a scout? You won't feel a thing.
Yeah, the stag riders running past would be quite bad. Yeah, go and finish this guy. And I'm still wondering if we should have a rear guard.
I am the protector of the tribe.
So we're gonna have to decide with Kettle. Do we just drop some heals on Halgrim? Or do we try to... Halgrim's not about to die. So the best way to heal a unit is to preemptively mitigate damage by killing the bad guys. Killing enemies is the best damage mitigation. She might not actually... Ooh, deflect. I was gonna say, she might not actually kill one of these figures. Didn't realize it would go that badly. That's a little disappointing, but what are you gonna do about it?
We are the shield of the tribe.
All right, go wolves. Or go cats. Okay, at least we killed one of those figures. That is helpful.
Victory
we have no more action points. We do have some movement. Oh, actually, then... I will move up here to open up some more options for next time. And actually, you still have enough movement. You're going to shield mastery to increase your defense. A ranged tosser could... I'm going to move here.
Stay together.
Because then if the stags want to attack me, they'll take attacks of opportunity.
We are
Although I
ready.
suppose I'm also a little bit worried about them running past. Well, I'll move here then to open up a little bit more control. Turn to face... Oop, turn to face that way.
We are ready. Thane said to move there. Move, men.
Okay, I think this is all right.
We will find
Engage the household guard. That's fine. Oh, and then they're trying to do a retreat. Ah, but they evade. Dang it. That's too bad. Miss, miss, miss. Good, good, good. Will we purge aside completely? I wonder
Injury is but a fleeting sensation.
if I should really try to rush some of these units the other way.
Sword and shield of Orlanth.
Oh, Halcyon's capped. We might just do the surge here. Okay, let's
try
have
to make this
you
quick.
run in.
Injury is but a fleeting sensation.
Overwhelm, do a follow-up attack.
Injury is
Nice.
but a fleeting sensation.
Okay. We're going to start running everyone back then.
Fast
Switch
as
a little,
lightning.
just update the movement here, the vision. I mean, I'm assuming there's no one there.
Directly.
I'll have to decide. Do I want to use her action points to move more? I should probably drop some heals, just in case. And by heals, I actually just mean heal singular, because I think there's a 1-round cooldown, yeah. So we can heal every round,
The path is clear.
but not more than one time per round. All right,
At
you just
once.
move up some more. And awesome flying cow, you move over here as well. Okay. Let's
Hit him
finish off
hard.
this guy.
Hey.
Miss.
Odela, guide our spears. We are ready. Hit him hard.
I don't know that I did that attack the most efficient I could have, but
Ready to
shield
cast.
mastery, and then we can still move up and attack this guy.
Let
So
them
I will.
face Humoct.
We will find you.
Counterattack, but that's fine. And then we've got you sort of pinned.
Yes, Thane.
I'm gonna ignore this guy.
Victory is with us.
Oh wait, do you only do? Ally. Oh no! Triggered that zone of control. Oh no! Okay, thank you for missing. I hadn't noticed that. So I guess you can't. There's something about this angle that you're not attacking there. You're moving here, attacking, then running back. That's why you're not engaging in the combat. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Everyone's used all their actions. We still have some movement left, but I'm not sure
Shield of the tribe.
that we really want to use it. Yeah. So yeah, I think the terrain was blocking there, which is why I had to move there, but that explains this. Okay. Hopefully don't lose any figures here. So far, good. Okay, good. So we'll still be attacking full strength, and then you're doing the move back. They got little hit and run tactics, which is quite neat. I love that, you know, it's important to differentiate the unit types more than just this one has plus one movement or something like that, you know? Extra little traits and things are good. Don't hurt my cats! You need to die extra hard. How dare. Okay, in about 10 minutes, we'll be switching over to the Slytherin live stream for their announcements for the new games coming out. So there's still nothing over here.
Talents are at your service.
All right, Halcyon, run over, and then, yeah.
With thunder.
Come back over here, plus we can guard the front of the building, I suppose.
I am the protector of the tribe.
All right, try to finish this guy off.
Guide our spears.
Oh my god!
Hey, hey.
Just
hard.
hit him! Thank you, jeepers.
We are ready. Stay together.
We will find you.
I didn't realize I was blindfolding my troops as part of our combat strategy.
For the clan.
Charge forward and finish these guys off. Yeah, 3 remaining. Yep, good. Good. The count's working
Yes,
out.
Thane.
Okay, there we go. If I do this, so they don't get to attack of opportunity because of the angle there, which is good. We attack there and... Oh, apparently finish them off. Okay. Or... No. They're still there. Turn and face this way.
We are the shield of
Which
the
would trigger a
tribe.
free attack there. None of you guys still have a throw, do you?
Hey, hey.
All right, finish this. We're not going to take advantage of our free cat attack here. Which I would have if I'd maybe engaged there, but...
March.
This seemed fine. All right, everyone's
are ready.
done. I'm going to move up to be closer here to
Thane
be
said
ready
to
for the
move
next
there.
round.
Move, men.
And actually, same thing here. I'll move into base to
Take
base
this
contact these
position.
guys. And then move up
Move.
with the militia. All right, let's go. I think we're going to finish this just in time to swap over to the stream. Two remaining.
Is but a fleeting sensation.
Not for very long. I think we're going to pull this off maybe without losing a stack of units.
Sword and shield of Orlanth.
Need a scout?
Victory is with us.
Spear throws, or javelins, really.
We are the
Attack
shield
here,
of the tribe.
maybe a kitty attack, although I don't think it's going to be required. Nope. I'm going to get you to move over
March.
here, because the cats can reach here and still have action points left over.
For our people.
There's cover, but if I move here, then there's no cover.
Hit him hard.
Take this position.
Oh, I realized I was moving my camera there. Whack, whack, whack. And then move here and a proper... Oh, that used my action
I am
points.
the protector of the
Oh, I'm
tribe.
silly. Okay, it's just these people.
I will see what's
I
there.
can just end the turn. Don't attack my cats. This is unacceptable. I don't understand what these people think they're doing.
Intelligence officer ready?
Let them face Humacht. Yes, Thane. Victory is with us.
By the winds.
Yay!
Halgrim Ironsword, what brought you back from the wilds?
I don't know, I was bored,
Eric
missing
was
my
slain.
TV.
I had no choice but to return, only to find the hold burning. My father slain, and goat-headed raiders running free. Orlanth must be challenging us.
Oh, I think there was more dialogue and I skipped accidentally. Unspent fame tokens, new units available. Coos! Skybull. I mean, as I said, obviously we got to make room for it, but as it turns out, I think requisition, I think that's the maximum number there. Theoretically, I could order these because it puts them on cooldown.
Loyal to the last breath.
But then, yeah, we go and throw you and you in the reserves. There we go. Exactly 800 of 800. We have one of our war cows, the Skybull, one of our kitty cats. Beautiful. All right. And then, again, I've got some fame tokens. What kind of upgrades do you have? Magic Cleanse. Remove all negative status effects. You get some magic resistance. You can get a wind warp attack. All the way to fanaticism. What does it do? Enters a fervent battle trance. Increased accuracy. Reduced damage received. You lose your evasion. And counterattack. Interestingly enough, I wonder if I can... no, it has to be on an ally. Yourself or an ally. So I wonder if we could use this on an enemy to remove some of their things. And like, yeah, see, I like all these upgrades that affect all units. Like all my Talistar humanoid units getting more evasion is amazing. Range accuracy loss. Okay, there's probably a fall off for distance. So I don't know where I would spend it on this. And again, it's going to be maybe even very tempting to keep Halgrim buffed like crazy. But we are assembling a group of heroes, which is nice. Just all militia get +2 weapon damage. I mean, we're not always necessarily going to have a militia, but we're definitely having it now. And I could afford it. I could go and grab the Bringer's Fleetfoot and then this. That's kind of awesome. And I think that's the path I'm going to take. Okay, we've got 5 minutes. In fact, I think their stream is already happening. Just the announcements that we want to cover. Yeah, the roadmap is starting in... We're going to switch over. I'm going to take a quick little bio break. Everyone get up, stretch, hydrate. We'll be back. And then what we're going to be doing for the next hour is just watching along with the announcement stream. Again, thank you very much to Slytherin for sponsoring this bonus stream. That brings us basically to the end of the gameplay section for RuneQuest Warlords, which is available now. You can check the links down in doobly-doo or in the What Game over on Twitch to get a link to the Steam page immediately. And it's 10% off right now. And then, yeah, we're going to be right back. We're going to just watch this announcement stream and see what kind of insane, nerdy stuff they've got coming out relatively soon. So I'll be right back. Alrighty then. So, I go and mute this. Pull up the stream. Embiggen this view. I hate that I actually already missed the first hour of this. But apparently the announcements, the big announcements are backloaded over here. So then if I switch window capture, I want to capture which one of these? I've got several windows with the same name. Is it this one? This one. This one. There it is. Okay. If I do that and unmute. Oh, the tab is muted too. Hang on one sec.
Space Marines and Vigilator is just a military.
There we go.
The chat can
and then do this. Hi! Excellent. Now we're watching along. So one of the games,
that was very well done.
Hopefully the volume balance isn't too bad here. One of the games that Slytherin has published is that the Gladius Warhammer 40k one, right? I think it's 40k.
Questions, more games, and more...
That's another setting that I need more info on the lore for. Is Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k. Oh! There you go. We joined just in time for the break. That's their transition over there. That's okay. We can. Hey, we just played that game. Oh, now that's a good war cow attack. That's a good war cow attack. Oh, why is my? Oh yeah. Let's get the. Oh, 720p. All I can do. I was bored as legitimately inaccurate Orlanthi motivation. Okay. See, now I'm like, I gotta jump on like freaking Amazon and get some of these books. I have such an issue with like tabletop role-playing game books. I have this massive, massive collection of like so many different systems because not only am I interested in the lore of the systems, I'm always incredibly interested in like the mechanical differences between the between these different tabletop games. I mean, it's the same thing that happens with computer games, right? Half the time, it's like what I'm most curious about is how their mechanics and how their systems work. And usually it inspires me to do like a little mini programming project to like copy some aspect of the game, some mechanic to be like, so that I can understand it better. This happens all the time with like, especially, oh yeah, it's a Star Trek Troopers game I think they've got. Which I think I do have and I always meant to play. Was that a holy cow? Yes. Oh, blessed exchequer. Did you miss it? Yes, we did have a. So there was on screen a second here, but when we were playing as well, we did get a winged cow on our side. I think it's just called a sky bull. I think the pega cow or the cowasis or there was another one that people came up with that was a good name, and there were a lot of good possibilities in there.
In a world where gaming never sleeps, one show dares.
In a world. Avatar. Yeah. Well, that's more of a minotaur than a Pegasus, right?
And the next
I mean, a Cowatar basically is a minotaur.
I panicked, I'm gonna be honest. I can never be.
Oh, kind of angelic. Yeah, it was definitely like a holy. Like, it was definitely like a holy cow. Yeah. All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. My tabletop RPG backlog is only exceeded by my desire to get more tabletop RPG. Yeah, books. Yeah, exactly. Like, I have so many that I've never even read. It's been good, though. I gotta say,
Scramble, Battle of Britain.
One thing that, and I mean, this obviously was a while ago now, right? When COVID hit, one of the things that it did help me break is the habit to just compulsively buy more tabletop RPG systems and more board games. I have, I don't know, 50 plus, maybe 100 plus board games in my house, and it was like, because I like novelty a lot, right? So, and I have a regular board gaming group. Every Tuesday I get together with my friends. We either play a tabletop RPG or we play some board games. Or one of the things with COVID is we started playing more digital games, and now we kind of alternate back and forth. Like last week they came over for board games. This week we're going to be playing something digitally tonight, actually after the stream. So we mix it up. But yeah, it was like every week I was going to the local board game shop, and every week I was buying something new.
Dogfights and bailing out from a plane.
And that's
In the
expensive.
phase, the camera can be directed toward the heart of the
So yeah, pulling away from some of the more tabletop stuff for a while helped break the habit of constantly buying.
review phase to assess battle damage.
I still have picked up a few in the last few years, but not not on a nearly weekly basis. Must have loved you at that store. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They every time I walked in, I think they just did the the cartoon thing with like the eyeballs with like the dollar signs and the ching ching sound. Yeah. And there you go. And Essentia. Meanwhile, Essentia wants to play the same 5 board games repeatedly. So yeah.
Can dramatically impact your aircraft's performance.
And like a lot of times I'm like, oh, this board game would be great to play with these specific people, right? As a subset. Like there's certain board games that I think of more for Essentia and A Kiss for Luck than with my board gaming group. But then at the same time, we get things like with Essentia and A Kiss for Luck, where it's like, we just learned a new board game last week. What do you mean you want me to learn a brand new one this week? Okay, I have a problem, all right? Well, these are upcoming tournaments. And you can see, like, for those of you who aren't familiar with Slytherin, because I feel like they're just under the radar for a lot of our awareness levels, they put out so many games. And yeah, I mean, they do, this includes, like, Empire and business simulation games, but a lot of these war games and things and strategy games.
Before we go to the next game in line, I want to give a massive thank you to the streamers who are co-streaming or writing their audience to our...
Specifically talking about me.
Today. I'm going to read them all, just because it makes a lot of sense to name all the partners that make strategy games so important to their lives. So Angry Joe, Andrew Channel, Andy Stake, Boken, Burke Black, who is streaming tomorrow. We have agreed for that. He's traveling now. Loco, Cringer, Das Tactic, Dinkelbean, Force Gaming, Kiri, or 2D Kiri, Merp, Multiplayer, Nerd Rage, Fred, Nucrium, Paraf Zophil.
The temperate intervention followed by sign up for board game rehab.
Resonance, Ratitude, Raptor, Quill 18, Soon, The Great Book of Grudges, Vulcan HD, Writing Bull, and a special mention. This show is dedicated to the memory of Dan Field, a French streamer who passed away a few days ago.
Oh!
We did a lot of strategy streaming, and we're, glad to make this his show today.
Well, damn.
Thank you, Dan, for all you've made for...
I wonder if that's someone I knew or watched or met at one of the events I went to at some point.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's great to see you again. We have a lot of games to cover. We're about halfway through. So, you feeling okay?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
I want, like, did they have some sort of trivia game? Like, what's these numbers?
I could do with more.
Of course. Bring some beer.
I guess I should update the stream title. Hold on.
So the next question we have is in the category of to war. Okay, back to war. This is ICBM escalation.
Okay, that's a game I haven't played. The ICBM game, Rhino over on A Kiss for Luck's channel has played a ton.
Great movie, by the way.
Which of these does not include a mention of ICBMs? Oh.
And Iron Giant. Now, 3, 2, 1, buzz. Alberto.
House of Dynamite?
No.
Industrial over on YouTube says, yes, Slytherin's always been a huge war games pub specifically, which puts them off the radar for many. Also, didn't put stuff on Steam for a long time. Well, that's true. That's true. They were just selling like sort of directly via Steam. And yeah, I think
mention of
a lot of our hobby in general is often very inward-facing within a genre. Right? Like, we play a lot of grand strategy games on our channel, and we assume everyone must know them. And then you talk to other people who are like absolutely hardcore dedicated gamers that have never heard about the games that we play on the channel, typically. And I think the same thing happens with Slytherin. Once you're in on that ecosystem, you're following all their releases, and you're really investing.
You can.
But maybe, that's one of the reasons they're doing this big public presentation here. Because they as a publisher, they've been around for so long, too.
A big update. an AI rework like that?
Yeah, basically, the AI work, of course, focuses on...
yeah, they've been around since 2000. 25 years.
Slotted for releasing in January next year. It's really going to make AI opponents smarter, more strategic, more realistic. Key improvements include 2 new specialization AIs. One is called strategic nuclear AI. The other is called conventional invasion AI, in the sense that, of course, one focuses more on tactical nuclear warfare, the other on more conventional type of warfare. This was particularly...
This is still the ICBM Ascent, what's it called?
Conventional warfare work correctly. You have to have a combined arms approach,
right?
And you have to manage all the units at your disposal in a correct and efficient way. Fleet, army, air force, radars, whatever. It's a really complex game. It's a really systemic game. So it's not trivial to make an AI which... Really
yeah, Mad Menon says, I love Slytherin stuck to supporting hardcore war game devs and not try to go mainstream.
We think that with this update, the developers really pull it through. It's really smart.
I really have to play more Distant Worlds as well.
In tactical behavior. So it's treating strategic assets as something really valuable and also taking into account...
yeah, so they're like developer published the new Master of Magic. Yeah, so I don't know, they're split between development versus publishing versus working with other companies, and how much of it is like, well, this developer is going to do some of the crunchy work, but we came up with design. Like, I don't know where the splits are there.
In the sense that it will behave realistically in that department as well, which is, of course, super important for this type of game.
Grant, we talk a lot about AI these days, and about generative AI and AI in games and so on.
I just love on the screen behind them the huge explosions of potentially a nuke. I'm not sure.
We're doing an AI work for ICBM. A lot of
yeah,
games,
2000 was not 25 years ago. You're right. 2000 was like 5 years ago, right?
Generate assets with AI, but
and the 90s were 10 years ago.
Problems with
and always will be.
Realistic AI. How do you think about ICBM, tactical games, more strategic games? What the difference in building AIs for?
How's the sound? Can you hear okay?
Oh, it's going to make a huge difference because we can see war and what's going on now. And there's an expectation of what these games should have in it. Like, it'd be
the number of accents involved on this panel is just like
have this. It just wouldn't be.
I'm living it.
With the AI in warfare, they're looking at everything being autonomous to be able to go into the battlefield, look for the enemy, make a decision, act on the enemy as well, and do what they have to do. So that's the goal. But in the games themselves, we have to reflect that as well. It has to become.
I'm going to do this. It should be a little bit better for audio balance.
As the audience expects it to be, because that's what the standard is. That was a roundabout answer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I find it fascinating that, this is like interesting to see how you want to mimic what's happening on a battlefield, but also, trying to make it something fun, for the players, which is not always granted, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's the whole world is gearing up towards the AI and everything else. And also, when you're making a game like this, making sure that the AI in the game works intelligently, and that's when our coders and the skills of the coders come into it and their knowledge and everything else.
Distant Worlds had a big free update yesterday. I'm assuming Distant World 2?
Right there.
No, absolutely. On ICBM, Alberto, we have a new thing which is kind of on the side. But
Mercantile update.
And granted, this, for our games.
All right, reinstalling.
We do a lot of research.
We do tons of research on them.
For all of our infinite time.
Sometimes this research is sort of not visible. By the way, the ICBM developer is...
Are they going to show some modern naval warfare too? I don't know.
Based in Barry.
It may have already gone by or may be coming up.
With the help of some Canadian folks as well. Just to mention, I just want to get to the point that these are all development people working on the games. As I said, we'll make a lot of research. And a couple of years ago, I think, we started this program.
No, I don't think they're talking about generative AI there. They're talking about AI, like the in-game combat AI. They're not talking about generative AI. I don't think that's what they were mentioning.
Snapshot was the
They're saying they're improving the AI in ICBM.
Where historian Dr. Claire Kennan was explaining...
All the terminology has gotten very muddled, though.
Different insights on medieval history. Now we're launching a new season of Alliance on Snapshot called based on ICBM and with a new expert, of course. It's Dr. Benedict Walsh, who is an expert in technological advances and nuclear diplomacy. We're going to showcase the first episode of the show.
An expert in technological advances and nuclear diplomacy.
I'm a historian and history teacher for over 35 years. I've written a number of textbooks focusing particularly on 20th century work.
I love what strategy game developers like
aimed at improving
source.
Subject knowledge for teachers to help them make history even more exciting and interesting for their students.
Lens on Snapshot.
ICBM Escalation is a strategy game. It's inspired by the events of the Cold War, but it doesn't follow those events slavishly. However, we think that some knowledge of some of the events of the Cold War could provide useful background knowledge and maybe even prevent a miscalculation during the course of the game. The Cold War helps us to understand how different conflict escalations panned out. It also helps us to think about whether alternative scenarios were possible. For example, what if the USA had taken a more conciliatory approach in 1962 during the...
But we want miscalculation.
Would there have been a different outcome? The study of the Cold War can help us understand the mindsets that are at play during difficult and conflicting situations. For example, what's going through the minds...
I love the
of
sentences a strategy gamers can say and people who have no idea what we're talking about start freaking out. Yeah.
What's going through the minds of the ordinary people who are being affected by those decisions? Technology was a key element of the Cold War. There's the obvious dimension, the practical side of weapons and delivery systems and navigation and targeting. But there's also another side to it, which is the propaganda side, the pride and sometimes the prejudice that went into promoting their own weapons and showing that their weapons were better than the other side's. ICBMs were also part of this propaganda campaign. During the Second World War, German scientists had developed the V-2 rocket, a sort of early intercontinental ballistic missile. The Soviets and the Americans both saw the potential of this weapon. The Americans launched Operation Paperclip. This was an operation to recruit, and that could include bribery and corruption and force or blackmail, to recruit Nazi scientists who had been involved in the program. Some Americans were conflicted by this. They were not comfortable with the idea of Nazi scientists like Wernher von Braun being recruited to work for the Americans. Having said that, the Soviets realized that this was going on and behaved in exactly the same way. So each side put aside any kind of moral qualms in the pursuit of better technology and the race to the best ICBMs. The nuclear rivalry escalated in the 1950s. The American President Eisenhower launched a space program and encouraged scientists to develop a man-made satellite that would orbit the Earth. Imagine their shock
Kennedy
when the
was
Soviets
in
beat
power
them
then,
to it,
right?
And in 1957, they announced and indeed launched the first satellite.
Was it in 63 itself?
The
Because 63
Soviets
is
rubbed
when
salt into
Kennedy
American wounds
had
later
an
again
unfortunate
in
visit.
1957 when they launched Sputnik 2. Sputnik 2 was bigger than Sputnik 1, and it even carried a dog called Laika. This really
62.
upset Americans because obviously the next stage on would be carrying humans, presumably. This might seem a petty rivalry over who's got the first satellite and whether or not there's a dog in there. But of course, this is really about the potential. If the technology could be made to work reliably, then it wouldn't just be satellites that were going up into space, it would be ICBMs. The Americans responded to Sputnik by pouring money into space research. This meant extra funding for existing programs and setting up new ones as well.
I like
One
how
of
the
these
stuff
was
in the
called
background
Explorer.
on the screen is
It
just
was run by
jiggling.
the US Army, and it included the former Nazi rocket scientist Wernher von Braun. By 1958, the American funding of space programs was starting to pay off. In January of that year, they sent up the first American satellite, Explorer 1. Later in that year, they set up NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, to research into space and develop new technologies and new vehicles. The space race continued through the 1960s and 1970s. The Soviets were the first to put a human in space in 1961. The Americans were the first to land on the moon. This rivalry was technological and scientific, of course, but underpinning it all was still this idea of how this technology might somehow affect and improve ICBMs.
Cold War turned hot. I've really enjoyed watching Rhino play the ICBM games. And I keep thinking I got to go into it, but I always, I'd want to play against the AI. I always get very tense when it comes to playing with other players.
To ICBM.
Because I don't like to lose.
Coming on board.
But I don't like when I become competitive.
You're already ready.
Of course.
So it's kind of lose-lose. Okay, so they've talked about...
segment with
okay,
Panzer Corps 2,
so I think the wet next is like the brand new announcements, and I think that's mostly what we're here for. So maybe they were running a little bit behind, or maybe that's exactly.
Guess the original soundtrack.
I can't. This could be a song that I use to wake me up every morning on my alarm clock, and I wouldn't recognize it. I'm so bad with music. Don't like to lose, but I hate to be mean. Exactly.
Yeah, of course. That's what everyone.
Band of Brothers?
No, no, close. Anyone else want to try?
Saving Private Ryan.
You've got to buzz.
Oh, is this from
Saving Private Ryan?
That's correct.
Oh, I didn't realize this would include films. And stuff. I still wouldn't get it, but at least there was more of a hope.
Buzz when Grant forgets.
All right.
It's my turn to cheat, Marco, please.
So Panzer Corps 2, guys, we're
Panzer
going to chat a bit about Panzer Corps 2, which will receive a new DLC very soon, a new special DLC. As again, I was mentioning the developers, Panzer Corps 2 has been in development for many years now. The guys have been the guys at Flashback Games, of course, but also Kerensky, the first of the DLC creators for the game, and then we started collaborating with a new development studio called Vulcanite. Welcome to the family, Vulcanite. They released their first DLC earlier this year.
I was looking, the dev for the RuneQuest Warlords game,
like a successor of that, right?
Was Virtuos. And I went and looked it up, and it looks like this is a company that has worked on a lot of different games. And it looks like they do a lot of this thing where they really work with like sort of contract with publishers. Like I don't know, obviously I don't know anything about behind the scenes, but I'm with something like the RuneQuest game, as I wonder if Slytherin like had the license, had the idea, had the concept, the design document, everything like that, and then they contracted Virtuos to do the development. Like I'm wondering if it was that sort of relationship, or if it was Virtuos that had the game and then they were looking for a publisher. But I kind of feel like it might have gone the other way in this case. I have no idea.
The liberation of Central Italy, so you can expect Anzio and Monte Cassino. And the third DLC will feature the remainder of the war in 45.
Panzer Corps 2 Allied Operations Italy Volume 1.
Allied Operations segment. We have done, I think, 6 or 7 DLCs on the Axis Operations.
I haven't played this game at all. I've never even watched it.
Allied Operations segment. This is the first foray into sort of that part. And again, there will be carryover, I guess.
Yeah. You will be able to carry over your forces from one DLC to the next. Also, I think that the theater offers
carry over your forces from one DLC to next, like a continuous campaign. Is that what they're saying?
Germans are bunkered in very tough defensive lines, and of course, you're also going to collaborate with local partisan forces.
Again, Annie, release date?
This one is early 2026.
All right, so we're close.
We're very close.
Do we have a beta coming for this, Alberto? I think we have one very soon, right? Yeah, we have one very soon.
I think so. I'm pretty sure that they post the announcement soon for it.
It reminds me of another game that I've played, but I can't figure it out just from the screenshot. Something I haven't played in a long time, but it like tickles my brain.
Shows very clearly. So this is going to be the first.
Might be a very old game
next year, and there's going to be a lot more coming from also new creators, content creators.
No, not Oi.
So expect more news.
Yeah, maybe the old Panzer General games. Maybe I did play it way back in the day. I don't know when. When did they come out? Because I feel like this is something I played More than 10 years ago.
That was it. All right, so next question on the board. Let's check it out.
Other Worlds.
I think we're leaving the what's next. I think that's on purpose, maybe, the what's next column. But let's see. So
Starship Troopers, Terran Corinth. So this is one that has been out for a bit. Do we have
one
it?
of the biggest games we've had in recent times. Starship Troopers just got a territory mode released early this year. It was a massive
I
success.
don't have it. I
You
think I
guys
was
loved
offered
it.
a key or a sponsored thing, and I couldn't make it work out.
Developers at the Artistocrats up in Belgium are super excited to share more stuff.
Belgium?
Let's see what the
What's a
question
Belgium?
is. When did the last Starship Troopers movie come out? All right, so there's three answers here.
I only ever saw the one Starship Troopers movie. It's pretty good, though.
I'll give it to Alberto is competitive. Alberto, what was it?
I think it's 2010.
Wrong.
2008?
Should I give it to him?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that was correct. That was correct.
It's 50-50. I can't have lost this again.
That's okay. Okay, you've got 2 points. You're tying with Alberto.
It would have been funny if she got it wrong, and then last guy just slipped in there by default.
Is still in the lead. And
when did the first Starship Troopers movie come out?
Starship Troopers. So I said we've done a territory mode.
It must have been in the 90s, very late 90s or very early 2000.
What's coming up next?
I think I saw it in university.
Alligators DLC. It's a
So it must have been late 1900s. Or late, well, yes, technically late 1900s is correct, but I meant late 90s.
Type of army, especially focused on R&D-based units and technologies. So you can exterminate arachnids with deadly chemical substances.
Oh, the newer one, the ones we're talking about might have been animated? Okay.
Weapons,
First one was 97, all right.
You know, utilize top secret prototypes.
Yeah, I watched it in uni. Not, I didn't go to the movies or anything, we rented it.
Kind of unique in their own gameplay.
One thing about the idea of a battle group, right? How it ties in with territory mode and how it will develop over time.
Yeah. So basically, territory mode, it's a mode about capturing terrain and taking control of vital key points across the map. And we wanted to make it replayable by offering both a selection of different maps. So when we launched the territory mode, we shipped it with a lot of different maps, as well as offer the opportunity to bring in
I like this sort of visual.
Type of units in the game that you can tackle the territory mode in different ways. So for instance,
and I really like base defense games.
Territory mode, we launched it with the
like way back in the days of like
the Hellraisers.
You know, even like say StarCraft 1 Brood War and stuff like that, right? And custom maps and things. A lot of people would do base defense maps for it, and I love that sort of thing. And it was always like very reminiscent of Starship Troopers, and so actual Starship Troopers games are highly appealing to me. And I like area control mechanics.
And this studio has put so much effort into bringing this new mode to give a new life to the game. Up until now, we have only released story DLCs. Now this is taking the game to a completely.
Oh, you think Marbazier might have played this? Oh, I should check that out.
A lot of new
I love
players coming
Marbazier.
back to the game, which was fantastic.
I'm sad that I haven't seen it in person in a while.
To see, you know, how many more coming back. Annie, when is it releasing?
Well, this one I can say is early 2026, but specifically in the first few months of 2026.
Early 2026.
I mean, I like it how you never commit to much, which is very.
What is it? Under promise, over give.
No, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
And then on the 1st of January, boom, you've got it.
Boom, they're all arriving. Keep your wallets ready.
No, that's great. I think Starship Troopers will get this DLC very soon because there's so much happening in the future of the game. So look forward to what is happening next.
Yeah, we all missed the Broken Arrow segment. It was done before we started because they started streaming about an hour before we tuned in, which we've been watching for about half an hour now. Actually, they might have streamed for a couple hours before then. I don't know. Like they've got a lot of releases out there. Oh, we're getting a first what's next. So I think up until now, it's all been like updates, expansions, DLC maybe. I thought that said Scrabble for a second there. Like, ooh, I'm really bad at anagrams. Scramble Battle for Britain. So I'm guessing this is going to be about air wing commands?
What the question is, what's the name of the famous Michael Bay movie that has a scene set during the Battle of Britain?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen a Michael Bay movie.
it's like good for 3, 2, 1, buzz. Grant.
Pearl Harbor.
Of course, of course. That's 4 points to Grant.
What was the answer?
I can just hear my team yelling.
I didn't remember it had a scene in the Battle of Britain, to be honest.
Of course.
I was like, Michael
It's been ages since I saw it.
Battle of Britain, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor had a scene for the Battle of Britain? Oh, okay.
Scramble, before you get to having a little bit of talk about...
Oh, yes, I've seen The Rock. Yes.
Trailer for you guys.
I didn't realize that was Michael Bay.
September 1940. I lead an RAF squadron of 12 pilots. Our chances of holding the channel depend on the cooperation of every squadron in fighter command.
Fighters, they know where we're headed. Red leader is turning to target. Stick with him, over. Copy.
Some of my pilots are fresh out of training. Some scored victories in the Battle of France, but all of them are needed.
I can't tell. Can anyone
I've tried some of the combat flight simulator games of like this era,
choices.
and I'm terrible at them.
To lead them to greatness, to bring them home.
But a tactics management simulation type thing?
My
Probably way more compatible with me if that's what this is.
Dying before my eyes.
GO-17's coming in fast. Get ready, boys.
It's turn-based?
My duty is to defend our country. My duty is to lead.
I mean, real time would also be fine.
Stay sharp. We'll see this through.
But the piloting skills required for these types of like games are so different. Like I have a lot of hours in Microsoft Flight Simulator doing, commercial flight sim stuff. The dogfighting? No.
Scramble. This is an interesting one because, it's your baby.
It is indeed.
I think mechanics are similar to Battlestar Galactica they made. So we did go and cover one of the Battlestar Galactica games that Slytherin did publish, and that was really cool.
Is
it the
campaign,
Deadlock one or a different one?
Is that, tell us a bit about campaign and then, going back to, when we'll expect 1.0 to come
Yeah,
out.
Deadlock.
Campaign.
Battlestar Galactica,
We're in
Deadlock.
early access, so we...
Oh yeah, turn-based with with
about
the actual paths. It reminds me of some, again, very inspired by, I think, a lot of tabletop gaming kind of stuff where you'd plan out your moves ahead of time, then like flip over cards to represent the motion.
The outcome of that history, but you are going to be...
Look at that, so
the person in the
cinematic.
corner of this wider conflict of World War II. You are going to be, as a RAF leader, sort of talking through the tale of your squadron. So every victory, every loss, you're changing the fate of every person in your squad. So our campaign goes through chunks of time. Raids trigger dogfights. Whether they win, whether they lose people, or whether they come out of it more experienced will...
Oh, you played it in early access. What? You played this in early access already? Oh, wow.
They have morale, they have readiness, experience, injury.
I still think I'd be terrible at this, but I would have so much fun with it.
Oh,
Distant Worlds just finished downloading.
Do better in a team. Some traits are going to be that maybe they learn faster or recover from injury faster. And then in a more personal sense, that some of them are going to have like bonded teammates that they're best friends with. And obviously if they go down during a raid or they do really well, that's going to impact them too. We really wanted to have what was the equivalent of a memoir of a pilot be played out on your screen through this campaign. So
that's pretty fascinating to see that. It's all started with a skirmish game with planes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we have more like a human aspect to it, which I find fascinating.
Yeah, it is at its heart. It is a dogfighting game, but you're really attached to the pilots that you are playing with because they are playing alongside you almost. So we've talked about we have our squadron leader mode, and that was the thing that people really liked playing, which is this almost like continual endless mode with their squad. And as we added, fighters like the Hawker Hurricane or bombers like the DO-17, that stayed consistent. Even with multiplayer updates, people wanted to see their pilots' names still alongside their friends' usernames. So that was definitely part of it.
Annie, I know it's, but you're the release person today, so we have to ask, when is 1.0 coming out? Is the campaign mode release going to be the 1.0 thing?
It is. So it is going to release alongside our 1.0, and we are looking at spring.
Oh, so up until now, has it all been like skirmish modes and stuff like that?
Spring is not too far.
It certainly isn't.
So again, I'll let you also join me in
this. Campaign would definitely be the thing that appeals to me personally. That's my play style more.
Team.
Absolutely.
So big props to our guys, especially John, Spencer, and Miguel, who are working tirelessly on this game. You guys have been instrumental to making this game. I can see. I think reviews are around.
More important question: can you name the pilots for Twitch chatters? Yeah, that would be a heck of a thing to find out.
The model, the combat model, and
As a sort of campaign now, but as 1.0 will be more expansive. Okay.
I mean, yeah, Scramble's very interesting. Like it is partly a flight sim, but someone described it to me as chess in the air the other day, and I thought that was probably the most apt description I've ever heard of Scramble. It is a dogfight game at its heart.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you very much. I've got here. Sorry, Graham.
What? Hey, I want to be on that
I
panel.
need more beer because I mean, there's people in the chat asking.
I only have like sugar-free ginger ale.
Do you know anything about combat mission?
Ale is in the soft drink, not as in a beer.
All right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. But you can't talk about it.
No, I know about Combat Mission. It's been around for 25 years. It's an amazing title. Fantastic.
Isn't spring early 2026? Well, I think when people say like early some year, they mean Q1. So they'd mean like January through March, and then spring would be Q2.
Okay.
Because spring doesn't start until March 21st,
We have,
plus or minus.
Before we go into the next, in the next game, I forgot to showcase the Starship Troopers trailer for the Eradicator. So I have to apologize for that and apologize, Lucas, for this. So let's take a look.
Oh, more nukes. Starship Troopers had little tactical nukes they could deploy, like from like rocket launchers, right? In the film.
Yeah. It would have been a big pity not to show this, to be honest. Yeah. Especially because it came in like 2 minutes before the live stream. So thank you guys for putting so much effort into bringing these assets to us because, I mean, I swear it's not been easy to put everything together. So thank you guys. Next question. Where is it? Oh, okay. So again, a future game, something that's not been released yet.
A future game.
Let's
in the year 2300.
Stormbinders.
Stormbinders.
All right, Stormbinders is a game that we have announced.
Sounds like fantasy or Norse.
Coming up.
Or Norse fantasy.
Ask Annie when it's coming out. Let's.
I don't know anything about it.
The question. List 3 games in which dynamic weather affects your playthrough. All right. Okay. So it's an open question.
I can think of a few.
No, you have to wait.
Okay.
It's
like
just like
Flight Simulator.
Just misbehaving all the time. 3, 2, 1.
Hearts of Iron.
Okay.
Right? There are weather effects that we have to worry about. Hearts of Iron. See?
Sailwind.
What?
Sid Meier's Pirates. Okay. There are storms.
And Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley, I know. Okay. That's a very niche answer.
Yeah.
By the way.
I don't know that last one. The Sims, yes.
I will say.
But
gotta wear your raincoats.
You can add a point, although I don't know if you cheated, but anyway.
I think Stardew Valley is such a deep cut that he deserves that.
Stellaris says weather. Okay.
Stardew
Valley.
Alberto.
Oh, is that what he said as his last answer? I didn't understand it.
You worked on.
I have a very bad ear most of the time, and it's like made 10 times worse if it's an accent that I'm not.
And then we'll dive into more details.
Hey!
Stormbinders is a...
This has got such an old school feel. That's one of the other things I like about Slytherin, is a lot of their games that they publish, they're like unapologetically old school.
It's got the hero-led armies, the global exploration, hex-based tactical battles, as you can see here now, castle progression.
We've got a biblically accurate angel
factions
on there.
But it also remakes those. It's got innovative systems.
You heard Stad the Valley? Yeah.
Magical storms influencing spell power. So we've talked about weather before. But also the fact that you can either work with those or against them or bind them to your will. And
I love this. It feels so peak 90s. I'm so happy about this one.
I think that Stormbinders will sort of...
Not enough eyes to be biblically accurate.
It's actually already appealing to a lot of people because I see the wish lists going up on Stormbinders like crazy. That's really cool to see. It's a type of game that, Alberto, it appeals a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that tree.
Nostalgic factor, of course, a lot of...
I think there's like a building flying in the air.
Want to play this. I think that this sort of Old school fantasy look. It's really appealing to people.
Yep.
They want to, they want a throwback to when games.
So yeah, that niche
were
that like
mysterious,
a lot of
magical,
people get introduced to through either one of the like the Heroes of Might and Magic type thing or Master of Magic, which was my kind of vibe. Like, so good.
Where it kind of invents
So good.
is very nostalgic to me.
City Screen's doing it for you, Daleks. Yeah.
It is, and it's interesting also that it's not these look like simple games, so they're very hard to make, right? A development team
Certainly so. My memories of playing.
I think what's great about these games, I think they're probably really fun to make because there's a lot of different systems that are all intertwined. So you can work on these systems kind of independently, right? The magic system versus the town management system versus the tactical battles of like regular stuff and developing new units and developing new factions. Like there's a lot of little subtasks that can be worked on independently.
It's a secret I'll never tell.
Which I think is so satisfying.
I cannot say that one for you.
I don't know when it's really going to release, but is it in beta? No, I don't think
I
yet.
don't believe
No,
so.
it's going to be coming to beta
But
very,
if
very
you
soon.
stare at southern.com/beta for a while, it might appear eventually.
It might appear for you guys. Stormbinders is a massive game. It's really, really big. So expect to spend a lot of time on it. Alberto, do you want to spend a few words about the developers?
No, they've been great to work with. They're very talented.
I look at their little panel, and to me, it looks like they've got little Scottish flags on the table. It's just their buzzers, right? The X that lights up. But it looks like little Scottish flags.
They're also passionate about the genre because they're all big fans of the.
Yeah, they were huge players of Heroes of Might and Magic, and that's why they wanted to make
huge players of Might and Magic. Yeah,
game for them.
It is. All right, guys. So
yeah, and I never put a lot of time into Might and Magic because Master of Magic was my thing.
More news coming up. Let's. Okay. So last on the Other Worlds segment. Terminator. All right, so
Terminator: Dark Fate Defiance.
Already released games we've got, and
not familiar with this one either.
On what's next? Question for you: how many movies and series are in the Terminator?
Oh no!
In how many does Arnold?
Oh no!
Appear?
I don't know.
That's two
now,
questions.
Cheating.
Yeah.
How
many movies in the franchise and
I think I saw the third Terminator movie. I think, but that's it. I mean, I saw the first and second one a bajillion times, right? To me, that goes without saying. I don't think I've seen anything else in the Terminator franchise, except maybe I saw the third movie once.
In a series, or for Schwarzenegger.
Because then you got to think there's the TV show, right? With with what's her face?
3, 2, 1.
I'll try.
From the Whedon shows. Summer Glau, thank you.
5 with Schwarzenegger.
And I say Whedon shows because I think her first appearance was it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I think it's something closer.
Did
to
Summer Glau show up there
series, and
first?
I think she turns up in at least 5 of them, maybe 6.
You were so
and then obviously
close.
Firefly.
Oh, what's the answer?
The answer is 8 in total.
Yeah, Sarah Connor Chronicles is very good. Shame it got canceled. Yeah, it happens too often.
Okay.
People give up on shows all the time now.
In 5.
Oh wow. That was a difficult question now. Really difficult.
So for Terminator, we're going to show you some gameplay whilst we talk about the next, I think, big DLC. It's going to be a huge DLC. One thing about the DLCs of
now, if someone wants to make an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. computer game, I will dedicate my entire channel to that
where
forever.
You actually see,
or until I get bored.
DLC, there's so much more added to gameplay. It's not only like, hey, let's throw together a couple of maps and that's done. You know, there's so much more to play with. Alberto, what is the new one going to be about?
It's called Evolution. It displays, it's called like that because it displays the evolution.
I'm feeling cold just watching this. December in Canada is not when I want to be seeing this.
Which is a super fast, hyper fast melee killer equipped with bladed limbs, high-speed actuators, and specialized routines designed for close distance combat. So essentially, what it means is that this DLC is going to bring melee combat into the game. This means that all the existing factions...
December in Canada is not what you want,
new units, and some of them will be melee combat.
And then we have January to look forward to,
it also
where it's even worse.
We're bringing the story forward, because as you can see, in this trailer, we're going to set it in the frozen wilderness of Canada. So expect a lot of snow, expect a lot of, once again, dynamic weather. Well, not dynamic, but weather.
You said this is set in Canada? Is that what he just said? And that's why it's full of snow? I mean, you're not wrong.
Low visibility, blizzards, and it affects mobility and detection, and of course also your tactical options across all the missions. So yeah, as you said, all the DLCs
Expect a lot of sorry.
Terminator.
Dynamic weather, snow and more snow. Is it wet snow or dry snow? That's the only question.
Annie, do we have an idea when it's releasing?
Early 2026?
Of course, early 2026. Of course.
Everything is early
The
2026.
benefits of running a show very late.
Terminator, eh?
You can kind of throw the dart at 2026, but this one is early 2026.
It is going to be early 2026. Grant, if you were ever have to work on a modern warfare game with weather, how would weather...
January is usually only 3 months long. This year's January felt like was at least 3 months long, if not 6 months long. Then the rest of the year just flew by.
I can't talk about, and the other one I can talk about.
I swear the year went January, and now we're in December.
Poland, who are working on the first one that I can't talk about, but the second one is modern naval warfare, and it's I just again another shout out to Dimitri at Yadis and the team in Greece who are doing a fantastic job. It's a nuclear submarine simulator, Virginia-class submarine.
What do you think of this guy? Australian or New Zealander?
The physics they've built into the game, the way the sea works, the weather, just you name it, they've got it in there. It's simply one of the best.
I want to say Aussie?
Anything military I've ever
But I'm not
seen.
sure.
And that's what we're bringing out.
And you've seen a lot of military simulators in your life.
Kiwi?
I've never
That's on
seen
New Zealand?
one
Okay.
like modern naval warfare.
It's
It
amazing.
is something else.
It is something else, definitely.
Trying to think okay, Taskmaster New Zealand. What do they sound like?
This last game before the break. I want to mention this is
What We Do in the Shadows movie. What do they sound like?
Mention to you guys with a number of images. Have to establish networks of space stations with the ultimate goal to deploy a lunar space explorer. The game is in closed beta now. It's going to be massive.
You played this in the alpha version too, Ryan.
Think about it. There's nothing else like this. And again, it's taking a lot of information from real-world data and turning it into a game, into a management game. If you want to check it out, it's on clearing.com/betas, and you can definitely subscribe for the beta now. When we're back from a break, we're going to showcase 3 new things I'm very, very proud of. You've seen there's 3 spaces left on the What's Next board.
Slytherin.com/beta.
I'm very happy to
I think you said betas, but it's beta.
Share with you all these new games.
Apparently,
just stay with
this
us.
is where they have all their betas you can sign up for.
Few minutes.
Join the beta, available now. Space Station Designer. Join the beta in development, available now. That's quite nifty. Just looking at the battle plan game they've got on there. Historical World War II real-time strategy game. Create your army from by customizing your order of battle and chain of command. See, I like that, right? One of the interesting things in Hearts of Iron 3, I guess, was like creating the like structure of all your army of like this regiment reports to this thing reports to this one, and then the headquarters and stuff. Am I getting confused with 2? I feel like it's 3. You would set this all up. The problem was is as soon as you unpaused the game, things started, everything just got scrambled in this horrendous mess. But for a moment, it looked great. And so I've always wanted to explore more games that really dealt with like that hierarchy and battle plans and movement and stuff like that. And so that's quite cool. Battle plan. Yeah, see, I might have to check that one out. Create elaborate multi-step and
Scramble
multi-unit
Battle of
plans
Britain
intuitively
is a
by directly
tactical
drawing on the
dogfighting
map.
game that thrusts players into the
It makes me think
high-octane
too of
chaos
and I
of
never
the
really played these because I'm not
1940
very
summer
good
skies.
because of my shaky hands.
Lead
I'm not
your
very good
squadron
at
through intense
really
aerial
like
battles in a
accurate,
3D
realistic
dynamic airspace
sort of
as
shooting
Luftwaffe
type
and
games.
Royal Air Force
But like
fighters
some of the like
clash
the
over
Rainbow
English
Six games
Channel.
and stuff like that
In
had
the
like
early
the
access
ability to like
release,
pre-plan your
players take
attack
on the
ahead of
role of
time,
a
right? And
squadron
like
leader,
and
commanding
direct
a
some of
crew
your
of
AI
pilots,
people while you're
each
doing
with
something
their
else.
own unique
And that
strength
idea always appealed to me, but I
Through
kind of
each
fell
gameplay
down
phase,
at the rest of it.
planning, simulation, and review. Players strategize and
what's the other
command
game I
aerial
played
maneuvers, witness simulation
recently where
outcomes
you
in real
could, or
time,
just-
and rewind the action to analyze battle damage.
I did a
using
video for a
detailed camera
game
tools.
where you're
Planning
just
phase allows users
giving
to
sort of general
strategically
commands
plan
to a
maneuvers for
squad
aircraft
with
under
like
their
sort of
control,
like just
using
line
detailed
drawing
graphics
vertex
and
map
UI.
kind of look. What was that
Set
thing
precise
called?
controls and special defensive actions like escaping dogfights and bailing out from a plane. In the simulation phase, the camera can be directed toward the heart of the action, ensuring you don't miss a thing as you watch the planned
Sorry, I'm
maneuvers
scrolling back my
unfold in real time.
on my YouTube channel.
Loop, scrub, and
Wow.
rewind through the review phase.
I put
to
out a lot of
assess
videos.
battle damage,
Xenopurge,
analyze
that's what
and
I'm thinking
refine
of.
your tactics.
Yeah,
Maintaining
so
situational
more games like that.
awareness
That's one of the things that
becomes
appeals to
second
me
nature
about
with
this
Scramble's suite of camera tools and
this
intuitive
Scramble
user
game,
interface,
right?
while the
I
cinematic
like that.
control mode allows
Setting up some
players to
plans,
capture
hitting
and
play, watching
share
it happen.
epic moments
Adjust
from
plans, hit
every
play,
angle.
watch it happen.
But that's
that
not all.
really appeals to
Scramble
me.
features advanced damage modeling, where leaks, fires, and lost components can dramatically impact your aircraft's performance. Witness realistic aerodynamics and pilot physiology, with severe G-forces causing blackouts and enemy fire potentially lethal to pilots. So, get ready to soar into the action with Scramble, Battle of Britain, and experience the
Have you tried
thrill of
Phantom
aerial
Brigade?
combat
No,
like
I have
never
not.
before.
Let me Google that real quick.
Hello, welcome
big
everyone.
robots.
Welcome back to our kitchen. There wasn't enough fennel in the supermarket, so we have coriander in place. Well, I don't know how to call it, but it's a great piece of game design.
When players complain
Now it's
about
a
a
food-
problem, they're
food
always
stream?
right.
I'm
But
okay
when
with
they
that.
come with a solution, they're always wrong.
I was a bit of a pariah at Bethesda. I don't drink wine, I don't drink coffee, and I don't eat sushi. They're like, oh, don't bother asking Pete, he doesn't do that.
Where Rossi put his helmet with his face like...
This is one of the best experiences of my life.
What are you making?
Thanks for
I
joining
go
us,
for some good
guys,
pasta, though.
and we'll see you next time.
The fact that a bunch of these guys are Italian. I had so much good food in a row. Yeah, we're suddenly watching the Food Network. Yeah. I mean, it's just like one of my live streams. Right? Yeah, we're supposed to be playing games. Most of the time, we just end up talking about food anyway. Tactical supremacy. Deadly precision. They should really have the game names on the screen. This might be a Gladius, I'm wondering. Battle sector. Oh, this is the one. Yeah. Okay. Someone asked when we were doing the RuneQuest Warlords, wondered if it was maybe the same engine as Battle Sector because the way the grid worked and the way highlighting worked, they're like it was very similar, and I wonder if that might be the case. Battle Sector. Hang on a second.
And welcome
Ooh,
back.
70% off right now.
And
And that was developed by Slytherin directly, but I'm wondering if the same engine was used for the other one. Yeah.
For today's show, the first one is a game you might know about, but you didn't know about under our umbrella. You will see very soon. 13th question on the board.
I wonder if they've picked up some indie game that they're now publishing.
Is about...
Oh, I didn't realize they had titles on the left. Oh no, that's just the color of the things.
Who were the two contenders in the race to invent the radio, and who won? There's two
Marconi?
questions again. So 3, 2, 1.
Some other guy.
Come on, we need Neil. We need Neil.
Okay.
Oh, we were waiting for you to say go again.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Marconi.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the other one.
Exactly.
Okay. Who is the other one?
Marconi.
Who will give me the second one?
I don't know.
Think of a car. Think of a car.
Was it Tesla? Because that's what I want to say.
What did you say? Ford.
Ford. No.
I wanted to say Marconi and Tesla. I'm like, no, that's stupid.
Oh my God!
Really?
Yeah,
Because Tesla did do a lot of things with electromagnetic and things at a distance, and et cetera, et cetera.
So it was, that's how it went. So while we're talking about radio, guys, we have a short teaser for you before we say what it's all about.
Nice thing about doing things like watching Jeopardy with Essentia is I can just like say things out loud that I'm thinking and not be worried about, saying something dumb. And it's surprising how often it's correct.
So Slytherin, at Slytherin we have a new franchise brand that we are proud to add to our roster, Radio Commander. Radio Commander comes from a Polish company called Game Operator.
Yeah, hold on. I do know about this one.
The IP and the technology, and we're looking forward to grow a great franchise out of it. We're going to do great things with it.
Yes, I have Radio Commander. I have not played it.
Radio Commander?
Yeah, Radio Commander is a game which was originally set in Vietnam. So we took the original Radio Commander.
So it was originally released in 2019.
Vietnam 64. It's a game in which
a big update to this would be really exciting.
Get information and send information on the battlefield and send orders to the units under your command. Vietnam, of course, was a setting.
So this is exactly what I was talking about. I love the idea
having real-time information was vital,
of sort of remotely directing troops and not having hands-on control. There's a sort of medieval setting game that's got something like that, where you're having to send out messengers to direct your armies. And I love that idea of latency, of fog of war, incomplete information. It's wonderful.
And then you're
marvelous.
able to act on the information that you received as a commander and give orders to those set units to retreat, tell them to go to certain places on the map, and essentially give the type of orders that a real commander would give in that situation. The map itself doesn't really adjust automatically. You have to really move the
It should be showing gameplay footage here.
Information around on the map according to the information at your disposal. So Vietnam 64 was a game already released by Games Operators.
But we now have,
We are now the publisher of it.
Okay, and then we have a new game under the same umbrella that we have announced.
We do, and it's called Pacific 41. It's a Radio Commander game. It's set in the Pacific Theater. You will be playing as the Americans, following the...
See, look at this!
The Prologue. And from one mission to another...
So nerdy! So good!
The Army of Japan and the Navy of Japan. And you will be facing those same harsh situations that the...
Who wants to go in and do pew-pew shooting things on their own? That's stupid. I want to control things by drawing on a skeuomorphic paper map.
You can even take notes on the map itself. And it's very unique. For instance, here the player is giving orders. They're giving an order to move to those specific coordinates, which is near the beachhead. Every scenario represents a different historical...
Your nerd brain is peaking.
...that they historically faced. So you can expect different mechanics affecting each individual scenario. And I think it's a quite unique gameplay and a very different look for strategy.
And
There's
we're
really
already...
nothing else like it in the market.
We're already thinking of bringing this same system to many other war theaters because it's just a fascinating way. Grant, if you were ever to make a Modern Warfare game, how much would radio impact gameplay?
Oh, it's huge. It really is, because comms gives you the eyes on the battlefield and tells you what's going on and what's going to happen and where your troops are and how you're going to react. Without it, you're blind. But the thing is, the communications on the modern battlefield are so complex now, from satellites in the sky, and also there's all the electronic warfare that's there to stop it and make your enemy blind or make you blind. So it's huge and it's very, very complicated.
It is very complicated and it's adding a completely new layer of management.
Yeah, it's always...
One of the things I like a lot about some of the big, giant transformative mod packs for like Battletech, for example, is adding a lot of electronic warfare. I like that aspect of things a lot.
It's fascinating. Annie, when is Radio Commander Pacific releasing?
It's hard to make games that rely on incomplete information, though. Especially since AI is really bad at handling that aspect of it. So a lot of times in games where there is fog of war, a lot of times it doesn't affect the AI. The AI sort of fakes it to pretend that it doesn't have full vision, but it's kind of impossible to program an AI to be like, well, 3 turns ago I saw a unit here, so they could be in any of these places, but probably they might have moved more in this way. And
I would like to
it's so hard to do.
Ask you to see the next question. List 3 war games, like I'm saying miniature war games, that were adapted.
Because I was going to say, I don't know, Risk, Axis, and Allies, those are not miniature war games. I mean, the Warhammers.
Like complete adoptions.
Oh, come on.
Blood Bowl, that's all the same sort of main franchise, but technically, Warhammer, Warhammer 40k, Blood Bowl, done.
Warhammer 40k. And HeroQuest.
Okay.
It's great Mech Warrior Online, being a light mech that doesn't show up on your enemy sensors, work great multiplayer. Yeah, see, I love that.
I'm sorry, but this is your last day at work.
Oh yeah, I could have said BattleTech.
But before you're fired, you have to complete the show today, and let's take a look at the video we have for you.
Oh, I like how the characters have their little model bases. Some of them did. I think maybe when they're not moving.
So, bolt action. As a company, I have to say, Slytherin has always been very, very careful in, looking at the trends in the war games
bolt action.
world. Bolt action is a massive miniature war game.
Okay, so bolt action is a physical miniatures game. I'm not familiar with it.
Of the middle of this year, this year, you can see that what we're trying to deliver here is the, giving the idea of a digital battlefield, as in where you're playing with digital toy soldiers. Before I get
they're alternating between like the real figures and then the digital version.
Put together the table to mimic an actual map in the game, and that was not trivial. So thank you for that. Above all the work you've done.
What was the first shot in this video?
The first shot was actually a real map, and the second shot was the game map.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the shots are like mimicking actual game gameplay moments, which is a true testament of we're trying to make the game of.
I like how these guys don't have any cover.
War game. Who wants to talk about the game?
If I'm not fired, maybe.
No, go for it. Go for it.
You've got your job back. All right, let's go.
So Bolt Action is a game developed by Fair Games. It's a quite faithful adaptation.
Yeah, most of the games Slytherin presents are super niche, but they have loads of them. They're such a prolific publisher.
Like Battle Sector, we are trying to recreate the same spirit of the tabletop game. It's a turn-based game in which you're going to be playing in World War II, especially in the Western theater, although, of course, we have plans to bring this game to more theaters as well. The base game will be shipping with Great Britain, United States, and Germany. It's a game in which we're trying to recreate the same mechanics behind the asymmetrical turn system in the original game and bring the same feeling in the actual game itself. So you can expect a quite unique unit design, as you can see from the screenshots. For instance, when units are going to stand still, they're going to be sitting on those miniature-like bases, except when they're moving, the base won't show at all. Fully 3D environment, which have this sort of like a tabletop-y feeling to it. We'll have an army painter which
That's
means
massive, right? I'm not looking at a chat, but people are always going to ask about an army painter.
Yeah.
So
in this case, we'll have an army painter. People will be able to paint.
Because of course you got to paint your minis.
Miniatures. So that's.
I know there's a few people in the community that are big mini
And then,
painters.
of course, we'll have a dynamic single-player campaign, which is a more sandboxy kind of experience. And it will be very replayable and very dynamic and very varied. Replayable skirmish battles. And of course, multiplayer will be really important for us to get it right for this.
Can make them pink as they should be.
Can I ask to
Yeah, Punisher
replay
call
the
out
trailer,
exactly.
please? Is that possibility? They're gonna kill me now.
Hey, we just... Is this the one we just saw? I think they're playing it again. Maybe that's what he was asking for. Kind of interesting, like, the trailer is interesting, because it's the real shot and then the in-game shot. I love the tank with the movable turret.
I wanted you to check the craft, because, you know, the first time you see it, you don't really realize it, but there's a lot of craft there. I wanted to...
oh yeah, Punisher, we were talking about people in the community who paint minis.
Next year, the developers at Frag Games are being very, very, you know, they're hard at work, but they're also passionate, so passionate about the game. So again, to mention all the great development studios we work with, big kudos to the guys at Frag Games for the exceptional.
Funny to have an army painter in a World War II game. Probably one of the only places where they can get away with that one. Okay, I see what you're saying. It's like, all right, I need another bottle of olive green.
This is one that's pretty close to my heart.
Last one.
I'll not the question, but the answer or the game related to this. So let's take a look. What do these 5 characters have in common? Freddy Krueger, the Boogeyman, Candyman, Vecna, and Pennywise.
Well, I was going to say they're all from horror movies. I mean, Vecna's not from a horror movie.
2, 1, buzz. I'll give you 20.
They appear in nightmares.
They are appearing in nightmares.
Oh, nightmares.
You just have a point. That's
really?
4.
I know that about Krueger.
Loser.
This game is rigged.
Yeah, I know about Vecna from D&D originally.
Lost his job.
They can all enter dreams. Oh.
Today.
Okay.
Why are we talking about nightmares? And before we get to
like, I know these days Vecna is like, that's a Stranger Things thing, but I actually haven't even watched that season of Stranger Things. It's like, I know about their Demigorgon, and that's about it. And yeah, Vecna I know from playing D&D.
But also, you've sort of pointed us into this direction when we were filming the first episode of The Hot Seat. This was back in August, I think, or July or August. And one of the games you mentioned was a game called Nightmare Frontier. Since then, we got in touch with Ice Code Games. The game was already out in early access, and we have now signed a publishing deal with Ice Code Games, and we are going to take care of Nightmare Frontier from now on. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of the work that Ice Code Games has done so far on the game. It's an amazing game and deserves a lot of attention and care and love. So very happy that it's now joining the Slytherin family. Alberto, tell us a bit about what the game is about.
Yeah. So it has a quite unique setting. I want to start from that first.
I don't like scary games.
It's set in this alternate history version of the United States, in this dystopian version of the United States, from
Nightmare
around
Frontier.
150 years ago. Society has completely collapsed because there's this supernatural event which is causing nightmares to seep into reality. And
if you had to choose a scary game or a game where you had to sneak, the worst is a combination of the two.
So basically,
it's scary and you have to hide.
Of,
so the Amnesia or Alien Isolation.
Fire popping up.
Okay, so this is it looks like a turn-based tactics game with, you know, horror creatures. That's fine. I don't mind a horror setting. That's okay.
Which are mankind's last hope to.
That's not going to creep me out.
Scavenge enough resources to get back to base craft more equipment and find out what.
Oh, okay. Fun cycle. So it's turn-based tactics, then you go back to base, you got your resources, you build material.
You might ask
expanding the world. We got maybe a talent tree there. Okay, this is hitting all the notes.
Extraction looter is a type of genre that is normally associated
tactical extraction looter.
So first-person shooters games, in which you get into a multiplayer game, you have to fight against NPCs or enemies and other.
And it's got multiplayer.
And loot as much stuff as possible, and then when you see fit, you just get out. And if you're able to survive and leave the map, you can bring what you looted with you and carry on to fight another day with more equipment and more stuff. This is essentially the same atmosphere that Code wanted to bring to.
It's what I always wanted from, say, the XCOM franchise. Obviously, it's got some base building, some resource management, but I always felt like it was very lightweight. Because it was it's meant mostly for mainstream gamers, right? And the appeal, the draw is certainly on the tactical combat. Don't get me wrong, that's obviously, that has to be the part of the game that's executed the best. But it's me, I want more crunch.
These combats are super brutal. It's a really difficult game. It's a really unforgiving game as well. And you shouldn't get too attached to your guys either, in the sense that they will die, and they will die often.
Oh, they'll die often? Cool, I can name them after Twitch subscribers.
You can just replace them. But yeah, there are some very cool, unique mechanics.
Still sad about Live Blighter Zeke. Yeah, the problem is the turn-based tactical combat field is fairly crowded, and it's really hard to stand out.
The more your fear meter goes up, the more of these nightmares will manifest.
I haven't played Xenonauts, no.
And they might show up as either enemies.
Should take a look at a game series called Hard West, tactical-based story game based on Weird West system.
We also have some really cool combat mechanics. For instance, control of the map is super vital. You can manipulate objects on the map by interacting with them. There are environmental objects. You can also push enemies into other objects, causing damage to them and also what they're going to hit. On top of that, there's a mechanic called Overcome. When you're able to kill an enemy in that turn, you're able to regain that turn, so you're able to fight and shoot again or attack again, which means that you can do this sort of very cool chain reaction kills, and possibly, if you're really good, you can kill all the enemies in one single turn. So it's a rather unique approach to the.
This combo idea is cool. It sounds like it's going to be more cinematic.
We just released an update for it, and there's a roadmap for it. So I want to show the roadmap. Annie, can you go through the roadmap for us, please?
Absolutely, I can. We have just today, which is not on this roadmap, released
so there's an early access for
the
it.
Game. So they've added a final boss storyline and combat, which pushes the actual storyline along, alongside some adding a sort of big boss and some other mechanics.
It's $20. $20 Canadian?
We're going into enhanced tactical deployment. We're adding new
That's
fears,
nothing.
Which also automatically means new enemies.
It's been in early access since June. Reviews are very positive.
Revamping shotguns and finishing the main storyline, which will be the second half of this boss part. Into sort of late Q1 2026, we're adding additional objectives on the tactical levels, new fears and enemies as well. We're adding headquarters menus.
Yes, I have played Darkest Dungeon. I think I've got some episodes. I think I did a
items,
short
really big part as well.
Let's Play, and I think I did a Let's Try Darkest Dungeon 2 when it came in early access. I really like them. I just haven't been able to sink a lot of time.
New objectives and new mechanics as well. So ricocheting interactables, which will be really good for combos as well. Items and side quests. And then late Q2, it's going to be the final tuning. So everything's sort of getting balanced and mixed up. And we're listening to your feedback in early access as well. And then we go on to the path to release.
So Annie, is Scramble releasing out of 1.0 or Nightmare Frontier first?
I think that depends on you, Marco.
Of course, it depends on me. It's always my fault.
Platforms you might possibly want to
15% off right now on Steam, yeah.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer, by the way.
Motion in the chat.
So this was Nightmare Frontier, guys, and you know, this is the final game that we have shown today. One thing I want
and
to
one of the things, like the Slytherin games, usually feel very well priced,
15 games that we are actually
which is actually impressive. Because the funny thing is, with a niche game, sometimes you almost go in the opposite. Like, you know, it's a very niche, you know, only a certain subset of players will go for it. So we need to charge a little bit more to offset the development period and things like that.
Two of which
Although I can see Nightmare Frontier appealing to a lot of people because people do love turn-based tactics games.
We're going to see Grant very, very soon.
You know, the XCOM style
we have him
games.
back for some military advice.
Great.
The other thing I wanted to say, of course, we have a lot of tournaments that are just open for signups. I've got a list here.
I love the fact that they run tournaments as well. Like, I'm not interested personally because it gives me like, it gives me the anxiety. I don't do that kind of thing, but I love watching it. Esports is one of my favorite things, and I watch esports for lots of things. I mean, I don't know if they're broadcasting it, but it'd be kind of cool if they did, because I watch esports for plenty of things I'll never play, right? Like, I will never play like Counter-Strike. Technically, I've tried, but watching Counter-Strike tournaments is amazing. I do play StarCraft, or did play StarCraft, and I love watching StarCraft.
So if you want to sort of take advantage,
and yeah, I'd probably love some of these to watch.
There's just the sale being announced, being launched on Steam. It's going on for a week. All of the catalog is on sale, so you'll find a lot of your games with big discounts. Make sure you make us some money because we have to pay back for all these nice shows that we make for you guys. And for travel, no, they're not coming from Australia. We wouldn't be getting them over for a 2-hour show straight from Australia. But
I don't know what
we have to name a winner there.
Yeah.
Let's do a question just for them.
A question just for them.
Ask me when something releases.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Yep.
It said from Australia, but I think you might not be wrong with the people who thought the guy's accent might have been Kiwi. So he might still be a New Zealander originally, but they might have flown him from Australia because maybe that's where he lives and works.
It would be the Gladius Rampage pack.
That's correct.
There you go.
So
yeah, for indie games, gameplay, system, story, more important, graphics, animation, yeah. Like,
congratulations, Annie.
the graphics and animation still have to effectively convey the gameplay, and obviously the user interface has to be good, really good for strategy games. There's a reason we harp on it so much here. But yeah, a lot of times in these big, expensive AAA titles, a lot of times the expense is in the artwork, especially animation and 3D animation. So time-consuming and costly.
Thank you all the streamers who attended with us and co-streamed or rode their audience to the stream today. It's been great, and I have to say that I look forward to seeing what's happening in 2026. You can see that there's a lot happening.
And I love a beautiful game too. And some games really, benefit from it, like sort of story-rich first-person or third-person games, right? Like your Mass Effects and things like that. Like the visuals are very important for that. There's no denying it. But for strategy games, a lot of times the emphasis is somewhere completely different. And having too much visual stuff can actually be a distraction.
Because we certainly want to do that for years to come. Thank you very much, and good night.
And there's something to be said about you can hit a certain aesthetic with simple visuals. As Ryan Pendragon says, Frostpunk was very pretty. Exactly. And it's not like it's graphically intense. They just really are successful what they do. And a lot of times more iconic stuff is important. Like, visually, Civ 5, 6, 7 have some really beautiful stuff going on, but the clarity of the older Civ games are wonderful. Anyway, that is bringing us to the end over here. We do have another stream tomorrow. Our regular stream tomorrow with EU5 is still currently on the schedule. Again, thank you very much to Slytherin for sponsoring this stream. Again, if you do the What Game, do it now, What Game over in Twitch, or if you're watching on YouTube, the description box down below, there's a link to RuneQuest Warlords, which just came out today. Turn-based strategy tactics game set in the RuneQuest universe, which I'm not familiar with, or the Gloranthian universe, whichever way you want to say it. But that was very cool. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everyone who came out, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.